Greetings, citizens! This is how I survived 100 days building a snow castle in Minecraft Hardcore. As the snow falls outside, I've been feeling the need for a winter getaway, something worthy of the Roman Empire. Join me as we gather materials, build auto farms to collect new blocks, and secure our future for many winters to come. Speaking of winter, we're trying to grow the Legion to 100,000 subscribers by the time the snow is clear. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe in time for the spring campaigning season. Let's get started. A new challenger approaches. You're gonna want to stay in the shade. I tried to warn you. I'm angry and I'm gonna take it out on all of you. Oh no! Get back in the water! I didn't know they could jump out. Oh, hey. Hello there. Okay, we're gonna have to play it safe. That looks hilarious, by the way. Get off of my clean area. Fortunately, the snow did not count on meeting the legendary Scooby-Doo. Whoa! That's a thunderstorm. Can I make a llama hit an iron golem? I can, and it's gonna take it out. Well, isn't this a familiar sight? And if you've been here for a while, you'll probably recognize it too, because this is a world we haven't been in for about 6 months now. But we're finally back and I'm excited. This is really cool to see all of this again. You may notice it looks a bit different. I did do some updates on my shaders, so a couple of the settings there are a bit different. I also have connected glass textures now, so I'm thinking that looks pretty cool. Which, by the way, I will try to put some information about the shaders in the description if you're curious what I'm using here. Anyway, there is a lot to work on in this video, so we got to get started right away. As you probably noticed from the title of the video and probably the thumbnail, it's winter in my part of the world, so we're starting to get snow all around. And that got me thinking I'd like to build a snow castle in this world. And if memory serves, at one point we needed snow, I think for snow golems, and over in this direction we found a snow biome. Oh, I know, I missed you too. There's Lunchbox still doing his little rolls into the fence. I'm pretty sure this is where I left you 6 months ago. Oh, good old Lunchbox, never changes. Anyway, look at that, that is gorgeous. But, as I mentioned, I believe it was off in this direction where we did find a snow biome, so let's go take a look. And I'll kind of just describe what I'm thinking we're going to be working on, and then I've got a couple steps we probably have to do before we can get to actual building. And look at that, there is what I remembered. Now, I never really did any additional exploring around here, so... Oh, you know what? This is actually perfect. So if we land, you could see... That was the mountain that we saw from the base, but there's this big flat area in the middle. Kind of hard to see with all this white, actually, but that'll change. This is great. So we've got a big kind of flat, I don't know if you want to call it a valley, but it's kind of dipping down on all sides. That's going to be perfect. We can kind of build a wall around all of this and then build a castle right in the middle. And I do think first we are going to want to lay down a foundation, or at least kind of the outer wall, so we know what the area is going to look like. Hello, Mr. Goat. You've got one horn, and I don't see the other one lying around anywhere. Anyway, though, what we're going to need is a lot of blocks, kind of similar to when we built the arena up in the sky. Luckily, I think we can start pretty simple for the wall. We could just use stone. And thankfully, we already made a stone generator. Isn't that right, my goat friends? Hey, you just jumped. All right, so we're gonna head back and start gathering some supplies so we can get started. And by the way, it is just so nice having the full kit again. I'm so used to, you know, working an entire video just to get diamond stuff. And now that we're back in this world, got the full netherite gear once again, full netherite tools. Oh, and this reminds me, so I am using some different mods in here. One of them is the ability to have both my elytra on and my chest plate, so I can have them both on. I don't need to switch between the two. Now, I could see how that could be pretty unfair if I was doing like PvP or something like that, but in my own world, it's kind of just saving me time, not having to switch between the two. I'm open to feedback on this one. Let me know if you think this is too unfair, being able to wear both at once. I just kind of like it as a time-saving measure, being able to wear both of them and not have to switch back and forth between the two. So happy to take that off if you think it's, you know, a little bit too unfair, but let me know in the comments on that. All that being said, we do need to head back inside. And yes, don't worry, I missed all of you too. Got Garfield, Machiavelli, and hello, Green, because you have yellow and blue eyes. Very clever. As I'm passing through, worth pointing out, at some point we will be upgrading the storage room. That I get a lot of comments about that. Like, everything looks nice except for this, so maybe not this video, but we are going to upgrade that. And we'll probably upgrade this as well. This is the stone generator room, and it should all just fall into these chests for us. I probably want to fill up like a shulker box, and don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch me mine stone for... It's probably going to take, you know, maybe not an hour, but it's going to take a while to fill up a shulker box with this, so I'm just going to kind of get at this and get working, and I should change my beacon to help out with this. Oh, it doesn't reach. Yeah, it just doesn't reach. If I stand out by the generator, it stops refreshing, so maybe I don't need to change it? Yeah, not gonna work out. Oh well. So, I'm gonna work on this for a while. I will check back in once we've made some progress and filled up that shulker box. Actually, this should probably do it. Yep, look at that. And now we just need to... Nom, 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 nom. And now we just need to convert it into fancy stone. So we're basically just going to take it right back out again. And I don't think we need to use the stone cutter for this one. Works better for stairs, but I don't think it matters here. We just go boop, and we can turn it all into stone brick. I think we'll just do a full shulker of stone brick, and that leaves us with a little bit left over, just in case we need different kinds of blocks. Nice, so that didn't take as long as I thought. That was right about 25 minutes, so really not too bad. And with that, we can grab a couple more rockets just to be safe. And now we can head back over to at least get started on the border, or the area we think this thing's gonna go in. Yeah, I know, I didn't say hi to all of you, but that's because, let's be honest, you're plebs. You await on my pleasure. And yes, don't worry, we will be getting to this by the end of the video, and we will be updating it, so no worries there. Off to the snowlands. I am gonna have to fix that area where I was harvesting snow. We'll get that put back. First, we'll need to count it out, and I think I would like a large circle around this area that's actually kind of hugging the mountain a little bit. Then there's going to be a structure inside. It will be a functional castle in a way. I have an idea for a farm that I'd like to build, and that's going to go inside. But that's kind of the plan. Let's count this out and see how big of a circle I will need. Let's see. Let's get a little bit of this out. If I were to start here and then count across, 6, 7, 8, don't let me lose count, 9. Right there is 80. So that is from there to right up there. That's an 80 diameter circle. Oh, hello, boys. Told you plenty of times I'm not interested in joining your gang, you weirdos. Definitely from Gaul, those guys. No thank you. I said 80, right? So that's 80. I actually think we want to go a little bit further, so that's 90. Might overhang a bit over there, but that's okay. I think I want to go with 90. I hope I brought a bed with me. Did I? I certainly did. See, I'm smart. Good night. Okay, so let's start with that. Let's make a 90 diameter circle. That'll give us an idea. We can fly up above it or stand up there or something and see how it looks. And that's going to be our outer wall. So it should give us an idea of the scale of the structure and anything else we need to consider. Ooh boy, I just plugged this into the circle generator I have, and it's quite large. This is going to be fun, and I really hope I don't mess it up. Anyway, cut to the time lapse. And during the time lapse, I think we have just enough time to give a little information about Roman walls. In the early days, we Romans built walls out of stacked stones. These walls were sometimes called Cyclopean, which, yes, is a reference to the Cyclops, the one-eyed giants who were considered to be the only thing capable of lifting stones of such enormous weight. No problem for the Romans, though. Eventually, the Romans developed concrete to be used in walls by experimenting with mortared rubble called opus cementitium. Essentially, it was made by mixing volcanic dust with pieces of rock, lime or gypsum, and water. So we're not only as strong as giants, but we're clever too. So I just finished wrapping all the way around, and this block was supposed to finish right here. Probably not a huge deal. Man, you can't even tell I did anything. But let's take a look. I'm curious where I went wrong. Yeah, I can't find it. I kind of just went back around the whole thing, and I'm not sure where I'm missing something. I honestly don't think you'll be able to tell. If I hadn't said, I probably shouldn't have said anything. Be like, oh yeah, I got it first try. But you can kind of see what we're going for there. It looks really uneven because of the elevation changes, but that is a circle. And you'll see I had to bridge a gap there as well. It does look like it goes over a bit of a cave, which is kind of cool. We might be able to incorporate that in some way. It's even a lush cave, and also emerald. I might grab that at some point, but that part is done. That's what I'm thinking size-wise. And I do like that it wraps around and kind of hugs some of the cliffs. I think we'll be able to make that look pretty cool. And it gives us a decent amount of room for the interior, which I also need to think about because I'm thinking we might start with the farm just so I know I've got enough space for that in the middle, and then we'll kind of build around that, if that makes sense. Thinking about it as well, we have a decision to make. Do I want the whole thing around to be stone brick down at the bottom level, and then it kind of changes to different types of material as it goes up? And kind of also keeps the elevation. So basically, wherever it is, it's going to hug the ground and be, let's say, 6 blocks tall everywhere. Or do I pick the topmost elevation brick, go around in a circle that way, and then fill it in between the two so it's a level wall? And the answer to that is no idea. So we're going to go around the whole thing, make it 3 blocks tall, because I'd like to see what that looks like. And then we shall make our decision. So basically just going to, well, hold on. I'm being indecisive. Give me a minute to think about this, and then we'll move forward from there. Yeah, let's do it. We'll add 2 everywhere. By the way, every time I'm over here, I hear zombies and stuff, so there is a cave, under here somewhere that at some point we're going to need to probably go down, find it, and light it up. I am out of stone brick. Oh, wait a minute. Phew. That's right. My snow area. Okay, so now you can at least tell there's a wall there, but I'm not certain what I want to do about this height issue. I kind of think it would look a bit awkward if I raise the, let's say, that's the highest point. If I make the whole circle that tall all the way around, I think it might look a little bit weird. I want it to look a bit more like it's hugging the mountain like it is now. So it's probably going to end up being a bit taller. We might even build little turrets at certain areas or things like that. But for now, I'm going to leave that as is. It's also using quite a bit of stone brick, so we'll probably need to grab more before the end of the video. Also, thinking ahead, at some point, this is going to need to be lit up. And I have an idea for the structure, the more interior part of this. But for the outer wall, I might want to do something a bit different, something that I don't have currently, which means we are going to want to make a farm. And no, not the farm I was talking about for the interior of the structure here. So, as you can tell, we've got a couple things on the to-do list, but it's not me getting distracted. These are all necessary, citizen. All right, let's think about getting started with that then. First up, we need to head back to base and gather some materials that I think we're going to need for the farm that I intend to build. I think for now, let's put away all of this stuff. And then we can use, this one for what I think I'm going to need. This one takes a lot of glass, and that is not enough. Actually, it's pretty close to what we need, but just so happens we have some friends over here that are more than happy to help us out. Hey, buddy, remember me? I know, it's been a while. Healing up the pickaxe while we're at it. Now, who wants to help me out with my glass problem? You do. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, if you could refresh, I think if I go through and do that one more time, we'll be in good shape. Talking to you, buddy. Don't you turn your back on me. By the way, once we have the materials and you see where I'm going to build the farm, maybe you can guess what I'm planning on doing. Oh, hey, our first rain of the day. Wonderful. Well, of the day. I mean, the day I'm recording, obviously. Oh, I guess I didn't need to sell anything at all. It looks like we're pretty good on emeralds. I didn't remember that I had this entire chest. But I mean, we got the stuff to trade. We may as well use it, right? All right, I should have slept the rain away. Yes, I did. Look at that. Beautiful. Also, that's pretty cool. That's a new thing with the shaders I turned on. It actually leaves rain puddles around after it rains. That looks really cool. You might notice, though, it is messing with my frame rate. I'm noticing, especially when I turn, things aren't updating quite as quickly as I'm used to. I think it's worth it, though. I'm loving it. That looks really cool. Anyway, back to business. How did you not refresh yet? It's the next day. Nobody's refreshing. That's weird. All right, I am not willing to wait on all of them. So we're just gonna spend what we have, put all of this stuff back, and I think this should be enough glass. Yeah, that should be actually more than enough, but we'll take all that regardless. Next up, we need to visit our iron farm. Beautiful, look at all that. I'm noticing that we're full on poppies as well, so let's clear some of those out. I think yeah, there you are. I was gonna say I had an auto composter somewhere. In you go. And then we should be all right to... Let's see, how do we do this? I think if, let's see, if If I just turn this into a bunch of those, yeah, then we can get some chains, which is what I need. We'll just do 2 stacks. That should be plenty. Next up, we need rails and powered rails. And I do have some sticks lying around, so that'll come in handy. 31, that should be good for rails and powered rails. Yeah, I think that'll be good. We'll need some chests as well. And we are getting there, but I think I'm going to stop naming things as we go, so that's probably getting a little redundant. So I will let you know when the chest is full. Okay, I think we finally got everything we need. So take a look. Any guesses? Anybody have any guesses out there on what we're making? And if not yet, I think you probably will have a guess once you see where we're headed. Speaking of, let's get moving. And the first leg of our journey will be quite quick indeed, as all we need to do is head right into this beautiful nether tower, if I do say so myself. In we go. And next step, hello. What are you doing here? And you've got a shovel too, you weirdo. Get out of the nether. And a bat? What is going on here? Okay, anyway, we need to head up to the top. Not gonna say it. Somebody out there is hoping I'm gonna say the ROOF word, but I'm not going to. Past the impossibly loud gold farm. And up a couple more. And there we go. So far, very empty up here. The only reason I have it is to make the gold farm work by heading up to that AFK platform. But the reason I'm here is because we need to find a particular biome. And that is the Basalt Deltas. Essentially, if you press F3 on Java, on PC that is, it gives you a bit more information about what's going on. So in my case, our current biome is the Nether Wastes, so I can use this to kind of just fly around up here, and eventually when we find the Basalt Deltas, that's going to be where we build the farm. With that in mind, no ideas on where it might be, so I guess we just start heading off in that direction. Why not? And I actually forgot to note down the coordinates here, so I should probably do that before we leave, or I'm going to be very lost. All right, got it. Now we're good. There we go. That was nice. Nice and easy. It's actually the second biome that I found was Basalt Deltas, so we're in good shape. All right, so any guesses? Anybody know what we're going to be building here? Well, first of all, just to make life easier on us, we are going to build a portal to get back, and I'm also curious where this comes out in the overworld. So we can set up our portal here. That should do the trick, and then with our flint and steel, we just go bloop, and that should do the trick. Let's see where this thing comes out. That's fun. This actually isn't gonna work for me. I didn't really want it, like way in the air over the ocean. What is that? Okay, hold on. Now I'm getting curious. Let's go take a look at this. What is this? Hello? Hey, friends. How's it going? Ow. I just wanted to come say hi, but you are not being very good hosts. But I mean, seeing as I'm here, may as well grab these. And, ooh, okay. See? Pays to be curious, kids. Anyway, where's my portal? There you are. So if we want it to be on land, gotta head over to that direction in the nether, that is, or... Okay, now I'm getting curious again. What is that? Whoa. Weird landscape, but kind of cool. Anyway, don't want to lose my portal, so let's head back up to that and just see if we can shift it so we end up on that land instead. And I didn't think about this. It is going to be a pain to land on that thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Woo! Okay, we did it. So for now, back in. And we need to see, because we came out this way, we need to see if we can build it over there, if that's still Basalt Deltas. Okay, so let's break this thing down and try again. I love mining obsidian. Oh boy, it's my favorite. Don't know if this is going to be far enough, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, now, take 2. Let's see where this one comes out. Come on, big money, big money. Yes! Ooh, that was actually real close. But we did make it onto land, so liking that. Okay, so now that we're in good shape, we are on to land with our nether portal. We can head back in and start building the farm. And I did have to build it just outside of the Basalt Deltas, but luckily you can tell by the, let's call it snow, falling from the sky that we are back in the biome now. So portal's over there. We just need to build the farm over on this side. And as usual, when I'm building farms, I can't really talk too much because I'll get myself confused. So I think what I'm going to do, because I am following a tutorial, which by the way, I will put down in the description if you want to build the same thing. We're going to follow the tutorial. I'm going to build this farm and we will do a time lapse so you can see that happening. But I don't necessarily have to try to think about things to say, because then I will screw up the farm. So, cut to time lapse. As I'm working on this feat of modern engineering, how would you like to hear a bit about Roman engineering in general? One that I find particularly interesting is the fact that ancient Romans developed technology for baths, and some villas if you were well off, that was an early version of central heating. This was called a hypocaust, which comes from hypo, meaning under, and caust, meaning burnt. The system worked well for warming the water in bathhouses or even heating your villa by having a furnace working under the floor that would warm an enclosed room that in turn heated the floor tiles above it. There's nothing worse than a cold bath, so Roman minds turned to solving this problem as early as the year 350 BCE. Alrighty, so we're done with that part, and that was the easy part. By the way, did anybody guess what we're building yet? That's right, for the snow castle, I would like a new way of lighting up the walls. So because of that, we are building a frog light farm. I have never gotten a frog light in Minecraft before, so this will be a first for me. And the farm should certainly help, but the reason this is the easy part is because that was just building, you know, the little starter spot, but we do need to get frogs in there, which means we need to first find frogs, then we're going to have to raise some in different biomes to make sure we get different kinds that can make different frog lights. So you see what I mean? This is going to be an adventure in and of itself. So we're going to grab our buckets and leads, and I guess we just go and try to find, I think it's either a swamp or a mangrove swamp. And there's a good possibility we're going to be at that for a while searching for things, so I think first we head home and get some spare rockets, and then we can go on the hunt. I might have even found a swamp before. I gotta consult my notes on that. There you are. So we'll head back down, head to the base, get some rockets, and then go on the lookout for frogs. Actually, something I forgot too, how do you breed frogs? I think it's slime balls. So we'll have to check if I've got any of those back at the base. Oh, raining again, beautiful. I don't know that I have slime anywhere, which is honestly its own kind of problem. Okay, yeah, not seeing that anywhere. So we'll grab these spare rockets and bring that with. You can also find slime in swamps. So hopefully it's just a 2-for-1. We can find some slime, we'll find some frogs, and then we'll be able to bring some with us. All right, it looks like I did run into a swamp at one point, and it's over in this direction. So let's go take a look. Man, that looks really cool. Anyway, yeah, let's head over here, see if we can find some frogs, and hopefully slime. Should be somewhere around here. Oop, that looks like it right there. Yep, coming in for a landing. Also, while we're here, I don't know that I've ever collected any of you, so that seems like a good thing to bring back home with us. Hello? Hello? Alright, citizens, stop me if you see a frog. Actually, no, I don't think we can do anything with the frogs yet. I guess, well, we could put them on the leads. But more importantly, I need slime, and we might have to wait for night to do that. Which I can do, we can wait for night, but in the meantime, it's a bit, it's making me a little nervous that I haven't seen any frogs. I mean, are they that rare, really? Hello, frogs. Oh, hey, there you are. Okay, so, oh, there's 2 of you. Yeah, we definitely don't want you going anywhere. So, why don't we make a fence? And rather than actually trying to build an enclosure, because I don't think that would work anyway, let's at least just get you 2 on leads. Put you right there, and we'll light it up just in case. And then I'll note the coordinates. Whoa. Whoa, yeah, they're jumpy frogs. Okay. But yeah, I will take down the coordinates. We'll wait until night and see if any slime does happen to spawn here. Am I right, fellas? Yeah, I'm right. We'll be all right. I am noticing the frame rate is pretty brutal in here. I might have to do more work on my shaders. That's the trade-off may not be worth it. But you let me know what you think. Is this noticeable? It seems noticeable to me, compared to how nice the shaders look. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm just going to try to clear a bit of an area out, so we hopefully have an easier time seeing mobs. Alright, Hoppy 1 and Hoppy 2. Looks like it's nighttime. Give it a minute, and then I'm going to run out there and see if we can find any slimes. Hey, you're not slime. Get out of here. You are also not slime. So also, get out of here. It's kind of spooky around here. Whoa. Nice, I hadn't really looked at that. That is really cool. Look at that. That is, one hesitates to say epic, but I do look quite epic. Anyway, still not seeing much. I see a creeper. I don't want to see a creeper. Pew! Gotcha. Nothing. Hey guys, you wouldn't happen to know where I could find some slimes, would you? No, that's not helpful. I said slime, not explosion. Oh, I'm so popular. Ow. Ow. Whoa, okay. Didn't see that. Glad I've got the netherite. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure slime can spawn in swamps. Surprise. Aha. Oh, you got a little lover's row happening over here. Oh, bummer. You know, I hate to say it, but it's kind of seeming like we might need to find a slime chunk, which is not going to be fun, because all I'm finding are your regular everyday mobs. And another frog. So, frogs are apparently more common than slime. Good to know. Where did that come from? Hey, whoa! Back up, buddy. Ooh, zombie party going on over here. And yes, I saw you. Think you're so smart. Anyway, clear out the zombie party. Alright, back up, back up. The signing is over. No autographs today. Okay, that's, man, they just keep coming. No baby goober, no baby goober. Gross. Yeah, given the frequency of all of these mobs and the lack of any slime whatsoever, I do think we're gonna have to go the slime chunk route, which is a bit of a pain. Yep. So, it's turning morning. Yeah. We got some stuff that I didn't really need, but no slime. So, I think we're gonna have to leave our new frog friends here for the time being. Speaking of, there they are. Yeah, so you just stay put. You're gonna stay right there. I'm gonna go rethink the situation. I'm gonna head back to base, find the nearest slime chunk. Then I'll be back with some lovely, I guess you could call it food. You two would think of it as food, but in any event, we gotta move forward, so that's the plan. Alright, so I am gonna use a tool to find the slime chunks that are near my base, because I think that would just take forever trying to naturally find one. Kind of forgot you were all in here. I had to close those doors very quickly. How's it going, bees? Man, it is looking really good in here. That looks awesome. Not that I like to talk myself up or anything. Anyway, I think the plan, why don't we take one of the water elevators down, all the way down to the mine, and then really I'm just going to be checking my coordinates and then finding the nearest slime chunk so we can mine it out and hopefully get something to spawn in. And it looks like we're actually pretty close. There should be one off in this direction. So I think, yeah, I think we just head to that chunk, clear it out, and see what happens. Yeah, that wasn't far at all. So we are in the slime chunk right now. How do you turn on chunk borders? There we go. Chunk borders shown. So if we just follow the line and make sure that this whole chunk is exposed, we should have ourselves a slime chunk, in theory. Speaking of chunks, it's bringing me back to the good old days when I did that one chunk video. Yeah, that was like a week ago. But go check it out if you haven't yet. Let me know what you think. Okay, there's the outline done. So now we just clear it all out. And I know what we could do as well, because I think it's anything, I think it's below Y level 40 or something like that. They should be able to spawn in. So if nothing happens here, we could always do multiple layers of this. I'd like to avoid that if we don't have to. So we'll just see if we have any success here and then make a decision based on that. So yeah, how's it going? How's the family? What's that, citizen? No small talk? Okay, yeah, I get it. I'll just let you know once I'm finished with this. I don't really need diamonds at this point, but I always think it's kind of rude of the game whenever I'm doing this. I'm digging down, obviously, you know, near bedrock. This is a big old, I mean, it's literally a chunk. It's a big chunk of space. And this whole thing, I didn't find one diamond. Very rude. Now let's just turn that off. There we go. And according to my, you know, very quick and let's just call it thorough Google search, slime should be able to spawn in any light level at this, you know, down underground anyway, not in the swamp, but here it should be doable with any light level. And I don't necessarily want to come in here to 1,000 creepers. So we're going to leave the torches here and I'm just going to kind of run off and we'll give it maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Then we'll come back and see if anything happened. Kind of surprised. I mean, we did a lot down here and I'm surprised we didn't already hit a slime chunk somewhere, because I don't think I've ever run into one down here at all. Which, like I said, surprising. There's a decent amount that we did down here. Probably an idea for that, by the way, but I'm sure we could turn this into something pretty cool with all the area we have so close down to bedrock. But that is for another day. Hello? Anything yet? Well, that is encouraging, and I'm wondering, do I need to have 3 tall instead of 2? It's worth trying. If nothing else, we're getting ourselves some nice building blocks doing this. Alrighty, so This should be enough area, should be fine with the light level. We're gonna go stand at least 24 plus blocks away, and I'll give it 3 minutes because I'm impatient, and then we'll come back and check. All right, that's been a few minutes. Let's go back and check. Please, please, please give me slimes. It's empty. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep making more levels until we've got something. This is exactly how I wanted to spend the video, just mining the whole time, trying to find slime so that I can breed frogs, so that I can make a frog light farm, so I could just have one little extra detail for my snow castle. And that's 100% true. It's not sarcasm. No, I'm not losing my mind. Honestly, even if I just got like one little mini slime to spawn in, I'd be happy, because my worry right now is that the online tool that I used to find this slime chunk is lying to me. And all of this is just wasted energy. So I'd at least like confirmation that this is a slime chunk. Oh, hey, look, they threw me a bone. Like, well, you know, we're not going to give you any slime, but at least you can have these diamonds. And it does look like it's only 2, so it's not like it was, oh, hey, for all your trouble, we're going to give you a 10 vein. Nope. All right, there we go. And why don't we, yeah, we'll grab the actual blocks, because I don't think we've done that yet. No, we have not. Deep slate diamond ore. Nice. And that's number 2. So I guess we do the same thing. We run off to another area, come back, see what happens. You know the drill. Let's please work this time. It really doesn't help that I'm so impatient, because I just keep wanting to run back and forth and check, which, you know, I'm sure is not the best way to do this. Clearly. I think I might have to do some more research, considering this is not working. Alright, I'm gonna go wait again, but in the meantime, gonna see if Google can save me. Alright, Google did give me a couple ideas, and I was aware that, you know, one of the reasons this probably isn't working very quickly is because of all the other caves around here spawning in other mobs, taking up the mob cap, that kind of thing. So, one thing we can do is try to go up to the surface and then back down right away, so hopefully that kind of resets spawns and, fixes that a little bit. And the other was simulation distance, just kind of turning that all the way down to the lowest, which is 5 at this point. So we'll try both of those and see what happens. So first of all, we go all the way to the top. And then once we're up there, we can head right back down, see if any have spawned in. Pew! It is nighttime. All right, first, a little nap with the bees, then we'll head back down. Good morning, bees, and goodness gracious, there are a lot of you. Been busy in the 6 months that I was away, huh? Well, you do your thing, which is apparently just sitting in one place and hovering, but more power to you. We're gonna head back down. And maybe if everybody in the Legion crosses their fingers, this will work. And if anybody isn't subscribed yet, if you were also to subscribe, that's certainly going to solve the problem. All right, big money, big money, big money, big money. No! What about the other one? Okay, I'm gonna try this a couple more times. I won't make you watch, but I'll let you know if something finally spawns in. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll check in a bit. You know, citizens, I'm starting to doubt that things spawn at all. So to test that theory, we are going to remove all of the torches in here, and I'd just like to see that something can spawn at all. And no, it's not that I'm getting jaded or cynical or anything like that. Just gotta troubleshoot, that's all. Okay, wait, okay, so light level does matter, apparently? Or is that just an enormous coincidence? Okay, well, I'm happy to see you nonetheless. And thank you. Okay, 3. I am going to need more than that, so we're going to stay at this for a while, and I guess we just have to sort them out from regular mobs? And somebody let me know, am I just doing something wrong, or is that true, that there needs to be no light, even though Google told me not that? I'm so confused, but we did get a slime to spawn in, so I guess we're just going to keep repeating that. I don't know who to trust. Okay, no luck this time. Spiders is not what we're after. Ooh, hello boys. Or yeah, you guys could just take care of this for me if you want. I shall fight the victor. Whoa! Okay, never mind. Yeah, none of you are really what I wanted to see. You in particular I did not want to see. Whoa. Wow, look at this bow that skeleton just dropped. I don't think I've ever seen something with that many enchantments on it that a skeleton dropped. That is nuts. May as well use this opportunity to go drop off the inventory and try once again. Okay, back to it. And if you're listening, Jupiter, I could really use a W here, so really like to move on, to be honest, to the next tasks. So if we could just get this part over with, I would appreciate it. Well, this is encouraging. Guess we're going for a jog. So nothing has been happening down there, and I'm thinking maybe I'm not resetting it all the way or something, I don't know. So I'm just taking a quick break, and we're going to run up here, take a look at the arena, and then we'll head back down. I mean, if this isn't enough to reset it from all the way up here, then I don't know what will. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da, a new challenger approaches. Come to think of it, I've still got to finish this thing. I mean, it's mainly done. Everything's pretty good up here, but I remember the system beneath that picks up all the items. That is not done. Hey, buddy. You're gonna want to stay in the shade. I tried to warn you. Oh well. Yeah, but the system under here that's supposed to pick up all the items, I never completely finished that. Also, not a huge deal. Don't really need anything from you, you fellows up here. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, yeah, I was happy with this one. I'm hoping I can be happy with a snow castle, but in order to do that, I need some frog lights. I'm angry and I'm gonna take it out on all of you. Oh well, but that's enough dilly-dallying. We'll let these fellows burn in peace because I know that's what they're into. They enjoy it. Why aren't you? There we go. I was gonna say, why aren't you on fire? And no thank you. We'll just make sure we get rid of that before we go. And enjoy. Have a good time up here, boys. I got work to do, so maybe next time we'll hang out a little bit longer. And off we go. I think if I don't find anything down there within the next Minecraft day, like by nighttime, we're just gonna take our 3 slime and see what breeding frogs one time does. I think they have multiple, like you can get multiple tadpoles after you breed them once. I'm really running out of my patience trying to do this. Yeah, because I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Every time I come back, there's nothing. Oh, I just don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm just missing something obvious here, but it does not seem like it's working the way it should. So we got about half a day left, and then I'm gonna call it at that point. Hey, finally. I mean, it's not the big Chungus slime that we want, but it will have to do. Please drop me a lot. I need this. Okay, so that was 4 more, which means we can breed 3 times. You know what? That might be enough. And even if it's not, I've been at this for, I don't even know, over an hour now. And with my attention span, that is about 50 minutes too long already. So, onward and upward. So just to recap, we do have 7 slime balls now. We are going to head back over to the swamp, where we can breed the 2 frogs that we found. And then when they do breed, we should be able to capture some tadpoles in the buckets that I brought. And then bringing frogs to different biomes, depends on the biome, but they can create a different type of frog, a different color. And those different colors create different colors of frog lights. So we're just going to see how many tadpoles we can get, try to bring them to different biomes, so they're different colored frogs. And then we can finally head back to the nether, finish up the farm, put the frogs in there, get the frog lights that we need, and get back to building our snow castle. Yeah, I know. We'll get there, don't worry. Alright, I just took a little break to go make myself some chili, which yes, it turned out very nice, thank you. Which means we can head back and find our 2 frog friends to hopefully get moving on the second part of that farm. Alright, we found the swamp, now we just have to spot our frogs. There they are, look at that. I never doubted my navigational prowess. Now, one thing, we're probably going to want to get them closer to this water, just to be sure. Oh, gross. That makes a really weird noise. What is that, mud? Ugh, can you hear that? That is gross. Just trying to make it a little easier for them to get down here. Alright, that should be much better. Now, I think we can just move this back closer over to the water. Come on, we're going this way. There we go. So if we put this right here, they should have enough room, but maybe we feed them and then we take the lead off. So it should just be as easy as 1, 2, then kind of creeping closer to each other. Okay, something happened there. Now they're supposed to go to the water to lay some eggs. Is one of you going to do that? Oh, come on, don't do this to me. You have no idea how hard I worked for that slime. Kind of seems like it's this one, but they were walking away from the water. Now they're walking back. Okay, so maybe we keep you there. Hey, it worked, look at that. All right, so we can put the frogs back on there for now. Then I think it said we have to wait 10 minutes for that to hatch. Then whichever tadpoles come out, we're just gonna catch them. In fact, let's make this more of a sure thing. We can build up a bit of a mud enclosure, let's call it. I'm gonna keep watching it so it's not like I'd miss it or something and they would get away. Just think it's going to be easier if we know for a fact that they're within a certain area. And there we go. So now when they hatch, we should just be able to keep them right within here and get our first round of tadpoles. So what do you guys want to do while we wait? I didn't bring playing cards or anything, and I don't have one of those things. I can't like blow up my chin. No, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. We can just kind of sit and wait, or I can mess with the Enderman that is apparently around here somewhere that I just heard. Oh, just saw him again. Should be happening pretty soon, I think. All right, come on now. Still got 2 rounds of this to go after you hatch. We are waiting. Oh, there we go. We got 3. Come here to you. Got 1. Nice. Where'd they go? Where did they go? There we go. 2. And the 3rd. There you are. Haha, bucket of tadpole. We're off to a nice start. 3 tadpoles. Not too bad. All right, now I don't know how much time has to pass before we could do this again, but it was long enough for those to hatch, so maybe they're ready to give it another go? I think it worked. I got experience from that. So, yeah, you gonna head back over? Oh yeah, I think we got this. And come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on, don't just like, oh good. Whew, he's about to leave without doing it. All right, so there's the second one there. So we just do the same thing again, and then we'll do it a 3rd time with what we have. Ideally for the farm, I think you want 12 frogs, but even at this rate, if we got 9, I think that's pretty good. I'll see you in about 10 minutes when this next one hatches. Hey there, whoa, look at that. I was gonna say, batch number 2 is ready. That's 5. Yeah, get in the bucket. Get in the bucket. That's 2, 3, and yep, I see you over there, and where'd he go? Oh, he was above me. Sneaky. All right, nice. So we've got 8 now. I mean, even if I get 5 again, I could just use my other water bucket. I say we go for it. Let's see if we can get the full 12 that the farm calls for. Yep, so we're gonna ask you to do your duty one more time, if I can call it that. Yep, shuffle on over. There we go. Oh yeah, sorry. We gotta take those off. Now, it looks like you are heading for the water, so I'm gonna put you on a lead. Yep, certainly are. Awesome. So, you two are probably, let's be honest with ourselves, you're probably gonna be stuck here for eternity, and I know you can hop on, make a fool of me when I'm trying to zoom in on you, but just in case we ever need to do this again, I think we keep you two on the fence. And who knows, we might come back and visit from time to time. I mean, think of all these good times that we've had together. I wouldn't want to lose that, would you? No, I didn't think so. So, last time, we'll wait for these to hatch, and then we can get moving on the rest of the farm. Which, after the amount of work we're putting in for it, that farm better work very well. Ooh, that happened faster than the last ones, and it's only 2. I will take it. I would have preferred 4, but, you know. Which means we have a total of 10, and I still think we'll be in good shape with that. Whoops. So, thanks for all the help, you two. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your life together, tied to a fence. So yeah, thanks again. Appreciate the help. Bye-bye. And now, as the sun sets and the moon rises, we head back home. At least, this is what I hope the direction of home is. Yeah, this is starting to look familiar. I think, no, this isn't right. This is the raid farm area. It's dark and I'm lost. Yeah, that's the whatchamacallit, villager outpost, which means I think it should just be right over here. This is promising. Oh, that's even more promising. Okay, we found it. Definitely went the long way around considering I was supposed to come from that direction, but no harm, no foul. Alright, so now, essentially the idea is we want to turn these into frogs as close to the portal by the farm we were building as possible. So I think easiest way to do that, well, I guess first sleep. Actually, first appreciate that. That looks awesome. Look at the arena up there with the galaxies behind it, the moon. Oh, that is so cool. Not that I'm getting distracted or anything. So yeah, sleep, and then we'll head back to the farm. Alright, brand spanking new day. Man, that doesn't matter if it's day or night. That just looks so cool. Okay, back to the nether. And in we go. In fact, you know, I'm thinking too, there's not much we'd need down here. Maybe eventually I just break this portal and we rebuild it up on the nether roof. Just seems like it would make things easier. Okay, now that we're back up here, I think we need to fly off in this direction. And we should, there it is. There's the farm. Okay, so next up, we're going to go through that portal. Turn the tadpoles into frogs and then bring them up here because they're going to be right inside this part. So with that in mind, we're ready to go. All right, got my tadpole. Let's head out here and get started. And very easy first one. We can just make some frogs here and see what they turn out to be. From there, it gets a bit more difficult because... Oh, hey, look back there. Hello, Drown. I see you over my shoulder right there. Anyway, we need to find biomes that get us the other types of frogs if we want all the different kinds of froglights. But as I said, we could just start here, be nice and easy to grow some frogs in this biome, get 3 of them, take them back in, then worry about what comes next. And in my case, what comes next is getting rid of you, buddy. Yeah, get out of here. Trying to talk to the lovely people out here. Okay, so same thing. Let's grab some temporary blocks. We'll make a little area right here. And this is just to make sure the tadpole doesn't get away. But I think if we just put that in there and let this tadpole grow up, then we should be in good shape. And in fact, I don't see a reason why we would have to wait and do them separately. So why don't we just do 3 of them right here? And there you go. Got all the brothers and sisters together in here. Now we wait and have the leads on hand so that when they grow up, all we have to do is bring them back through this portal. And like I said, this will be the nice and easy one. Good practice round. What's your guess? Is it going to be, I don't know what they're called. I just know there's like an orange frog, a green frog, and a white frog. So what are we going to get here? I kind of cheated and I know what's going to happen because I know what biome I'm in, which I'm pretty sure is actually a rare-ish biome. This is the sparse jungle, which I don't know that I've run into a lot, so maybe it's rare, maybe it's not, I don't know. But that does mean we're going to get a particular color of frog. You see what's happening here? I'm just trying to watch my tadpoles, and look at what's over here. You guys never give up, do you? Just trying to mind my own business. Unbelievable. I'm realizing now I don't know how long it takes for these things to grow up. I should probably find that out. I looked it up. It takes 20 minutes. Ooh, there's a lot of waiting in this video. I'm not a fan. Fortunately, you don't have to see it. It's just editing and boop, there you go, it's done. Hooray! But not this legionary. I don't really want to sleep because it's kind of wasting time in this video, but it's dark. These hoodlums are, you know, they're trying to intimidate me. They're asking for my wallet, stuff like that. Gotta be brave, Legion. Oh, great. We're attracting fans. Whoa! Stay away from my tadpoles. Back up. Back up. These are my babies and nobody will touch them. Oh no! Get back in the water! I didn't know they could jump out. Oh boy. Alright, the sun is rising on the next day. We've gotta be getting close, right fellas? Please, I'm tired of sitting here. We still have to do it 2 more times. Wow, that is bright. Look at that. Don't look directly at it, am I right? These shaders are just nuts, by the way. I mean, I remember playing Minecraft without shaders. I don't think I could ever go back, because this is just... I love it. I don't know. I love it. Oh, hey. Hello there. And there's number 2, like 2 seconds later. How about you? Number 3. Very nice. Okay. Whew, that was quite the wait. But it was worth it. My babies are all grown up. Okay, now, we should just be able to kind of pull them into the portal, and then they'll go through. Yes? No? Yes? Here we go. It worked, I think. Let's go in there and check it out. Please be here, frogs. Yes. Okay. You come out of the portal. You come out of the portal. And you get back on your lead. I think I might have lost a lead there. Anyway, though, I need you 3 to follow me up here and not give me any trouble. And it's already giving me trouble. Ooh, there we go. Yep. Come on up. Come on up. Keep coming. Keep coming. And drop into here. Yes, perfect. Okay, so you 3 stay here. I need to go find 6 more, I think it is. But at least we're 33% of the way done, so that's something. On to the next one. Next up, we need to head to a nearby, I guess you could call it like a neutral biome, because this counts as a warm biome, and that's why we got the white frogs. So now we need one that's not hot or cold. And then after that, we'll need to find a cold one. And actually, this right here should work, because this is just a generic forest biome, as it's called, and that is pretty neutral. So let's make a hole for our tadpoles to grow up in. And I saw coal, and I can't help myself but collect all of it. Okay, so now if we just make this an infinite water source really quick, then this should do nicely for a little tadpole growing up area. And this one I'm definitely going to AFK because I'm going to lose my mind if I have to watch these guys for another 20 minutes. So what we're going to do is just make sure that our friends here are protected. So we'll build this and then we'll just kind of hang out here inside. And that's going to be until they grow up. There we go. So I'm going to step away and do something for about 20 minutes. And then when I come back, we should have our second round of frogs. All right, I'm back, and look at what we've got. That's right, 3 brand spanking new frogs. Now we just need to find our way back to the Nether portal, which I think is this way. I hope is this way. I lost one. Come on, guys, enough playing around. We're going this way. Okay, I lost one again. What happened? There you are. Come on. I can already tell this is going to be a pain. And I just broke 2 leads. Wonderful. Okay, I think we're back on track. All right, we've still got all 3, and I can officially see the portal. I think we're in the clear, as long as squid don't eat frogs. And yeah, I see you down there. You're not hiding. But hey, are you gonna drop that for me? That'd be kind of nice of you. No, he's not going to drop that for me. All right, so once more with this whole song and dance. In you go, froggies. And hopefully they come right out the other end. Nice and easy, look at that. All right, same treatment as your friends. Right up the stairs here, please. Yep, come on right in here. There we go. All right, so nearly there. Unfortunately, I think the next one is probably gonna be the most difficult. Also, I think this thing has been eating my leads. Yeah, there you are. Give me those back. Anyway, we'll use these 3 on the last one, then I'll just kind of keep one on standby just in case. But for this last one, we need to find a cold biome of some kind, so like a snowy biome. I was doing some looking around through that portal and I couldn't find anything, which makes me think maybe it's going to be a pain, don't get me wrong, but maybe we go back to the other portal, back to our base, because we know there's a snowy biome there. We could then make the frogs and bring them from that direction. Yeah, I think it's going to be a massive pain, but I can't really think of another easy way to do it. So I'm trying to leave a trail of breadcrumbs as we run back, just so it's easier next time, but I think that's the plan. Let's do that. There we go. I guess that wasn't too bad. It's actually easier when there's not a bunch of terrain you have to go over. It's just a big flat area. Nice and simple. Kind of eerie. Follow the lanterns. Not sure I would do that. The part that worries me is getting the frogs up through this, which, to be honest, I'm just not sure is possible. We're gonna try it, but I'm gonna be pretty upset if we get here and find out it's not possible. Although I do have another idea. I know how we could get around that if we need to. Could just put another portal up on the roof up there, very close to this one. So it's still gonna be at the base. It's just gonna pop us out up there so we don't have to, go through that whole process. Okay, so from the base over to our snowy area, where one day, hopefully in the distant future, we'll actually be able to build what we're supposed to be building this video. And we can actually use this spot that I already kind of messed up since I have to come back and fix it anyway. And then another consideration, I think we're going to want to have torches in here to make sure that the water does not freeze, because I have a feeling that's probably bad for tadpoles. I think technically too, we could just cover the top. I think that stops water from freezing, but just to be sure, we'll do both. Okay, there we go. And now if we put our tadpole friends into here, we should get the last, I don't know if you want to call it species or color, whatever. But after this, we should be done. And I am going to do the exact same thing we did last time. I do not want to sit and stare at this for 20 minutes waiting, so we're going to cover it up, make it safe for our frog friends and for us, and then we wait 20 minutes. I will let you know when the timer is up. Hey, look at that, it worked. So now we just have to successfully transport them to the farm. All right, you ready to do some traveling? Oh, look at that, we got an achievement for that. I don't really know what I did. Oh, get each frog variant on a lead, and we did that. Okay, but now we have quite the distance to cover, so I'm gonna need all 3 of you to cooperate. And we're off to a great start here, and including damaging the frogs. This is fantastic, huh? Please stop jumping right into it, you 3. Yep, we're just gonna play it safe. We're gonna dig our way out. Gotta keep a cool head in these situations. Do you get it? A cool head? Because, you know, it's kind of cold. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay. Whew, I think we're in the clear. Oh no! We were in the clear. Can we just get away from the snow and not freeze, please? I think if we can make it to the water, we're probably in better shape, because at least then there's none of these hazards that we're running into almost constantly. Yep, see? Just right here. We got some nice water. I know you love it. In we go. Okay, we're feeling better about that now, aren't we? Now, hopefully we can double time this. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Seriously? Now we got tridents coming at us. Do not hit my frogs. Okay, good. I think he's out of range. What a jerk. Fortunately, it's actually not that far away. I can already see the base, and so far, so good. And we made it. The first leg of our journey is over. Welcome to the base. Welcome to my home. Enjoy it, because, you know, it's not gonna last. Oh, hey down there. How are we doing? There's 5 or more iron golems just hanging out down there. There's at least 6. And he's heading to join them. He's just, yep, that's where we go. That's where we go to hang out, to get some private time, socialize, you know. There are way too many of them. 6 down there. There's 4 here. Almost due for a cleansing. Anyway, where am I going? We gotta go this way. Okay, now hopefully, this is gonna be as easy as going in there, dragging them up the ladder, and getting them right into the farm. Do you think it's gonna be that easy, or is that wishful thinking a little bit? Ooh, we're about to find out. Okay, there's 1 in there. That's 2, and number 3. Okay, follow him through. Please don't go anywhere. Okay, moment of truth. Can you follow me up this ladder? This isn't looking good. Ooh, there's 1. They just have to want to. Oh, there's 2. Come on, number 3, I know you can do this. And I broke the lead. There we go. We got all 3. Okay. They're getting stuck again. There we go. Is that 3 or is it just 2? I think it's 3. We got them. I can't believe this is working. Now just please do not plummet down. Oh no, they're stuck. Okay, we're gonna have to play it safe. That looks hilarious, by the way. But I can't get them through that, and I don't want the leads to break, and then they're gonna fall down and die there, so we're gonna have to make another portal. Another portal, nether portal. So, that was short-lived. Back through the nether portal, please. Okay, so, for the time being, I want you 3 to just kind of hang over here with the iron golems and the villagers. I know they're not that interesting, but it's not going to be for long. And I don't have enough obsidian, so that's fun. Let's see, we've got some lava here. We might just do this the quick way. And we've got one waiting for us right here, so those 3 buckets should do the trick. So if we just make a little spot right here, do one of those, one of these. Nice and easy way of making obsidian. Okay, there's the last one, so we should be good. Yep, we got 10 now, so we're looking all right. And I figure what we do, we'll just take the coordinates in the nether of this portal, then build one up top that's almost the same. In fact, well, I don't want it to destroy anything around here. Let's see if we can get one to spawn, like, right here. Because I think that would be easiest and also not going to interfere with anything. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay, so we're back up here, and this should be exactly where the portal is, like, directly beneath this, the current one. And strangely enough, I'd be facing this way if we were on the overworld, and our portal would be here. So if we just move a little bit over, maybe like, I don't know, right here? You can probably tell that I'm guessing a lot, but I'm hoping if we do a portal right here, it'll open up in the overworld, somewhere where it doesn't destroy anything, but also somewhere where it's easier to get the frogs up here. But there's only one way to find out. Let's head in and see what the damage is. And it just opened. It's the same. Wait a minute. It's the same portal. How? I mean, that works. That's fine, but okay, I'm confused. Maybe I didn't move it enough. I don't know. But does it lead us back to that one, or is it going to bring us to the one down below? I'm so confused. Yeah, see, it brought us to this one now. Maybe if I break this one? Let's see what happens now. We'll go use the other one that we just made, then maybe it'll link back up to that. Or I mean, we just destroyed that one. We could just recreate it where I thought it was up there. I don't know. I'm so confused. I think let's be doubly sure. I'll also get rid of this one, and we're just going to put it exactly where that other one was down below. I could have, by the way, I could have made this work first try. I just love mining obsidian, so that's the reason I'm doing this. Okay, cross your fingers. We're going to try this one more time. Okay, so we're good from this side. That is fine. Now, if I go back through, do I come through the same portal again? Hey, we do. Okay, we got it figured out. So now we just have to grab the frogs, bring them in here, and follow the trail back over to the farm. All right, come on, boys. I promise I figured it out this time. One more trip this way, and actually, it's going to be easier this time. I'm not gonna try to just completely dangle you off of a ladder. We're just taking the direct route. Route? Whatever it is. In you go. In I go. And it all worked. Whew. Alright, so now we're just going to go for a jog and then we should be good. And yeah, I can confidently say that I'm never going to, quote-unquote, complete the farm, as in put a total of 4 of each frog in. 3 is going to have to do, because there's no way I'm going through this again. Nearly there. Alright, time to go join your friends. Yep, in you go. In you go. Perfect. So that looks pretty good. Look at the wide array of different kinds of frogs we've collected. I'm doing all this for the biology. Ooh, we've already got things spawning. That shouldn't be happening yet. At least I didn't think so. I mean, we may as well get started now, because why not? There we go. Look at that. Some food for all of you. Nice. I love that. Okay, but with that, we can finally get back to the farm. I'm going to finish it up, and once again, we're going to go back to the time lapse and put this thing to bed. It's going to take us only, what, like a third of the video, but we did it, and I'm happy. So, back to the time lapse. I was thinking about other Roman engineering topics, and I thought it only makes sense to spend a minute discussing Roman mining, as it is a rather important aspect of Minecraft. Strangely enough, one of the most helpful bits of engineering when it came to Roman mining was the aqueduct. In some cases, water would need to be transported great distances to help in mining operations, where the particular ore was, like gold deposits in Britain, such as Daw Lake Cothi. The water was used to prospect for ore by unleashing a wave of water from a tank to move all the topsoil and reveal bedrock where it was possible to see exposed veins. One method described by Pliny the Elder was hydraulic mining, which similarly uses water in softer underground deposits, clearing away any areas that didn't contain any of the gold that the Romans needed to craft powered rails. Or they might have just wanted it for jewelry. That part I'm not 100% on. Alright, whew, the farm is done-ish. One of the things I didn't bring was scaffolding, and I think typically you would use that to build your way up for an AFK platform. But I'm impatient and don't want to go back, so I'm just going to build up a big column of deep slate so we can build a platform up there. And then we'll make sure it's working. We'll collect enough frog lights to essentially do what I think I'm going to need them for. But we're in the home stretch, citizen. So let's build this thing up. And I counted out how many I need, so we should just be able to go up until I run out. Oh geez, it's already working. Look at that. Doesn't really help being scared of heights doing this. And there we go. Okay. Now let's just build a big enough platform so we can actually land on it if we use the elytra to get up, which we're going to do every time. There we go, and then I guess we should probably put one here just to stop anything from spawning if we're not here. But look at that, it's already working. The iron golems are going nuts on these magma cubes as they get too close. That breaks them up, they then fall in, the frogs get a nice snack, and then they poo out some frog lights for us, or at least I assume that's what happens. I can't think of any other way that they get those out, so that's it. We're gonna hang here for a little bit and see what we get. Alright, it's only been a couple of minutes, but once again, I'm impatient. We're gonna head down and see how much we got so far. Alrighty, that's actually not too bad, considering that's in every one of these. Take out all the junk. Okay, so that's all put away now. We got a pretty clean inventory. Let's go through, and yeah, I'm just gonna pick up everything there is and see how much we got. Look at that. With our powers combined. Love that. Okay, so clearing all that out, we got 3 stacks and some change on each one, which is actually really, really good. 4 stacks, a little over 4 stacks of the verdant, almost 4 of pearlescent, and again, almost 4 of the ochre. I think that's how you say that, ochre, ochre, ochre. I think it's ochre. Anyway, I don't know that I'll need much more than what I just collected after like 4 minutes maybe of AFK. So that is a really solid farm. This thing is great. So now anytime we need more, we could always come back. That was nice and easy. Well, you know, collecting it was nice and easy. So thanks to Shulkercraft on that one. This is one of Shulkercraft's farm. I'll put the link in the description in case you want to build this one. But I am glad we're done. That took quite a while to prepare, especially on the frog front. Look at them back there. Look at how smug they look. But we're done. So I think it's time to head back and continue to work on our snow castle or snow resort, snow lodge, whatever we're going to call it. And now we have some fancy new lights that we can use in the build. And any future builds, of course. All right, we're going to thread the needle. And pure, it didn't work, of course. Hey, creepy. How'd you get up here? Never mind, you keep doing your thing. Okay, so just a little bit of prep. I want to do a little bit of a reset on the shulker boxes and then we'll head back over there. Okay, so we just did some organizing. I've got some new stuff in the shulker boxes that I think might come in handy as we're building out there. And of course the dedicated, nearly dedicated frog light box with a couple other light materials. So we can always come back if we find we need other stuff, but let's just start with that. And then we can start to make some progress on this build. Off we go. So we've got the start of an outer wall, and it actually looks better now that it's been snowed on a little bit. But a couple things that I'm thinking now, the wall definitely needs to be either taller or wider, maybe even both. Also, there's a gap right there, if you can see that, where we crossed the chasm. So we'll need to fill that in. And then what we might do is start building the area in the center where we think our structure is going to go. And then we could always even start putting that farm there I was talking about, which don't worry, the one I have in mind for that is way easier. Okay, so let's make this a little bit safer. There we go, much better. And then I'll need to count it out one more time because I do want to get it right in the center of the wall. And then probably something similar. We'll build a circle. Yeah, we'll build a circle there and then kind of see what we have to work with. Still kind of hard to tell where the center is because of the way the wall just kind of follows all of the hills and everything like that. I think this is the center. Hoping if we just kind of head straight up and then look down, be an indicator of we were right. Yeah, that looked about right. Kind of hard to tell when you're plummeting too, but we are going to call that the center. So maybe since the outer circle is a 90 diameter, maybe we do a 30 diameter circle in the center, and that's going to be where the structure goes. So I'm marking out where the edge of the circle should be. That way when I make the circle, these should all join up. And then I know I did it right. Hey, look at that. I was right. It worked out. So now we just fill it in, and then we should have a more of a clean area to build a structure on. And then I think once we've got that figured out, we can maybe do a little bit more with the walls. I mean, we're definitely going to do more with the walls, but I'll have a better idea of what that's going to be. Ooh, I just ran out. I only had that little spot left, and I ran out of stone brick. At least I think I did. Maybe I have some left over somewhere. Yeah, I've got a bit of stone left. That might get us through it. Actually, it almost certainly will. Look at that, with 60 to spare. Alrighty, so I know I am going to end up needing a lot more of the stone brick. So I think with my last day and a half or so before we hit day 30, 31 or so, I'm gonna head back to the stone generator and just, again, fill up a shulker box or something just to make sure we've got enough for continuing this build and working on it. Also, I'm looking at this again, and given the size, the amounts that we have to work with here, I think the structure's probably going to end up being pretty tall and not that large. So maybe it's not a castle, it's more of like a lodge or, I don't know, something that's up in the mountain. It'll look cool either way. Just wanted to make sure we're setting expectations here, citizen. All right, so that's the plan. Let's head back, grab some more stone. One look back though, looking nice so far. I like the layout. I think there's a lot we can do with that. All right, so I was able to get some. I realized most of my shulkers were full, but between the two of these, that's quite a bit that we've added. So I think we should be all right. Also, this is kind of bothering me. Let's make some of this into deep slate bricks, which I think you can do the same way. No, that makes polished deep slate. Okay. You could just do it over here. Oh well. And there we go. Now we've got a fair amount of building materials. So let's head on back over. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea eventually to make some kind of like minecart path that leads us over to this area once it's done. It could even be like underwater. It could be underground. Could be more of a sky pathway. Maybe it also links up with the arena up in the sky. There's a lot of cool options for that. Coming in for a landing. I know, very mature. Alrighty, so looking at this, there's a couple things that come to mind. One, that's not going to be big enough. Maybe just for like the start of a structure, but I'm deciding, should we just go straight out and make it bigger, or maybe kind of rise it each level and go up towards the hill? And second, I am going to keep the wall, you know, not level at the top. It's going to keep going up and down like that, but some areas, I think it's just too extreme. Like that is kind of nuts right there. So in some spots, we're going to just even it out a little bit, and I think I'm going to start with that. We're going to go all the way around the wall, and maybe nothing so drastic, like let's call it 2 or 3 drop instead of I don't know, from here to there, it's probably like 10 or 12. So we'll start with the wall. That's going to get a bit taller in some areas. And then I can also start to use some of the frog lights and incorporate a few of the ideas that I had. So we're kind of just going to go through and add a few here and there, see what it does. These goats keep freaking me out. They're like up there and then they just like run into the side of the mountain. Anyway, though, that's kind of the idea. Just leveling it out a little bit. It's still going to have some contours as it goes up and down, but I want to try that most of the way around and then see how we're feeling about it. Not a stone, so it looks like we're going to continue in the morning, but you can kind of see the idea of what I'm going with. Just evening it out a little bit as we go around. That is quite a dip over there, so we might need to do something in particular there. Maybe a tower, actually. But we can talk about all that in the morning. So I just went all the way around. I think it's kind of a subtle change. Like you probably can't really notice much difference, but I think it'll make a difference in the end, if that makes any sense at all. But let's take a look over here. Yeah, so that's looking a little bit more solid. And this is the part I was talking about where there's a bit more of a dip. It's also where we had to cover this up. So maybe, here's an idea. We had to cover it because that's where this cave or ravine opens up. So perhaps, just perhaps, we can do kind of a tower on the platform that we built here. And then it, oh wow, we got some friends down there too, huh? Coming to join in? Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, the tower can maybe have an element that goes down into the caves, and it has like a window that opens up to see all this madness happening down here. Wow, there's a lot going on down there. But that might be kind of cool. Something like an underground portion that leads down here, and you can take a look into the lush cave and all the friendly neighbors that we're going to have. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But with that, I'm a bit happier with the wall. Let me kind of want to do a test with some of the designs I'm thinking on the outside. And let's pick one of the taller areas somewhere here. Eventually, I want something going along the top of the wall, some kind of design element, but on the outsides, I was thinking we could have something, a block, a bit of fence, a chain, and then that's where the frog lights are going to hang. So we can do something like that all the way around, maybe different lengths of chain or, you know, something to add some variation. We could change up the color of frog light. So for example, maybe this one we do 2 chains and we go to the, what is it, ochre? There we go. I love the sound those things make when you place them or pick them up. So something like that. I mean, this wasn't my intention, but now that I've done that, I'm almost getting the impression like these are ornaments hanging, that would be hanging all the way around. And 2 in isolation, it's like, whatever. But I'm thinking if this were all the way around and you saw it from a distance, it would be really cool. So that's an idea once we get further along. In fact, before I forget, I was just thinking, maybe we grab some walls, and that can kind of connect this area. So something like that. It'll also go all the way around, but we've got some time to play with it. I think I like that idea, and there's going to be other uses for the frog lights as well, but so far, liking it. Eventually, we'll probably go around the whole thing and do something just like that. Now, the other problem I mentioned is that this is far too small. And I'm thinking since we have plenty of the deep slate bricks, might be time. In fact, I don't know why I didn't do this with the stone brick as well, but we can maybe turn some of this into slabs. You didn't remind me to do that, citizen. That's why I keep you around here. Stop me from making stupid mistakes. Anyway, kind of like we have back at the base, the central B area, the B dome. What if we did something where it kind of just increases as it goes out, so it kind of builds its way up this hill? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's start with 5 and see what it looks like. And I'm trusting you that this will look good. This was your idea after all, so let's see if I go around and just do something like this. Well, actually, hold on. Indecision. What if we did 2, little gentler incline, more like that? Yeah, I think I like the gentler incline. There are okay, maybe tomorrow or sometime we go under here. There are so many mob noises. And I know it's just that lush cave, it's gotta be. I'm actually getting flashbacks of doing the arena too, because I'm pretty sure we did something like this with the arena. In some areas, we're gonna have to clear out some of the snow, because it doesn't quite fit my design aesthetic. But don't worry, I'm keeping it all because we might want to add some snow in other areas. Ooh, it's starting to snow. Look at that. Well, we're probably going to have to end up getting rid of a lot of this, but Part of this is going to look really cool. Like when I've actually got a structure here, once that gets covered, I think it's going to look really cool. Until then, it's kind of just a nuisance. Did anybody bring hot cocoa? Because I'm kind of feeling the need for some right now. Or something a bit stronger, perhaps? No, we've got work to do. I kind of think in areas like this where it does run into like the mountain proper, it's actually hitting stone, that's where we can stop. Almost like it's just blended into it. Areas where it's open, sure, we can keep going a little bit, but this is just going to blend right into the side of the hill. Yeah, that snow really did a number on this because I did a lot of work. I expanded it a lot, but it's kind of hard to tell. Get off of my clean area. Snow has no manners. Fortunately, the snow did not count on meeting the legendary Scooby-Doo, vanquisher of snow. And there we go. Now we've just got lots of rice balls or something laying around here. But we can take care of that as well. Maybe I should keep some of these snowballs and we could have a snowball fight with the mobs that I keep hearing. Okay, that got me quite a bit of snow. Almost 4 stacks, so that's fun. And yeah, let's take these snowballs and go mess with these jocks that I'm hearing underground. Call me a nerd, will ya? This is what I'm thinking. I think we're probably hearing most of the noise, because that's where we're building, like right up there. Which means you're the one making all that noise. Get out of here. I also see an axolotl. Awesome. Yeah, I see you nerds. Get out of here. Snowball fight. Oh, how jovial. I'm using snowballs, he's using arrows. It seems fair. But I mean, if that's the way you want to play it, then sure, we can do that. And I only have lanterns on me. Didn't really think about that. But we'll just fancy light up the area. Bloop. Oh, come on, that went right through you. Also, let me know, I can't remember, is the stone emerald ore more rare, or is it the deep slate? Either way, we're gonna take it with us. Let's keep dropping torches. Dropping lanterns around here. Hopefully that helps with all the noise. This thing goes down quite a ways. Yeah, geez, look at that. Goes all the way down. Just drop a lantern here, drop one there. And it keeps going underwater, but that might be the end of it. Hopefully that helps, Mr. Axolotl, and you can have this cave back to yourself with no more mobs. But something tells me there's probably more caves that we did not see under here. But we'll listen now that we're up here and see if that keeps happening. Maybe we solved the problem, I don't know. Nope, we didn't solve the problem. I still hear it. This is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, it's coming from over here. Let's see if we can follow the rainbow and figure out where this is coming from. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, geez. I think we're getting close. It's getting louder. Whoa. Hello, friends. You've been making a lot of noise, and it's super annoying. Noisy neighbors. Oh, and you think you're so fancy with your golden armor. Yeah, I probably should have brought more than 3 lanterns with me. Hey, another emerald ore. What do you know? I mean, I'll take it. Why not? We are going to have to come back with more lighting implements because this just keeps going. Don't worry, I'll be back. You don't have to all just rush me at once. Hello. Goodbye. There's more emerald down there. Jeez. Plentiful where we are. Alright, let's go grab some more things to light up down here. And then... ooh, 2 in here as well. That's not bad. Ooh. Did you just give me a music disc over there? Get back, get back. I think you did. Look at... where'd it go? I could have swore that guy got me a music disc. Ow. Rude. Okay, I did just have an idea. Look at what's all around us. Sometimes I just gotta use the old noggin. Hello. Pew! Pew! Okay, that should do the trick. Sticks and coal. Can't break my bones. No, that doesn't work. Okay, now we can more thoroughly light the area up and no longer have to hear those noises every single day. Boom! Okay. Excuse you. Keep it going, keep it going. Oh, there was a music disc. I knew it. C418, far. Very nice. Can I pick you up with Silk Touch? No. I need shears. Well, speaking of using the noggin, I don't know if I have any glow lichen yet. That might be something kind of cool to have. There's no reason why we can't just do this. Make a furnace. Cook up the iron I just found. Grab 2 of those. Make ourselves some shears. And grab you, which I think I... why isn't that working the way I think it should? Do I have to do that? There we go. Cool. Glow lichen. And I think you can duplicate that with bone meal. Alright, that's enough of that. Actually, hold on. Just so happens that I've got plenty of bone meal. So what happens if I were to put you there and bone meal you? Yeah, it does. So I mean, I could potentially use this for the build we're doing. It came to me in a dream. Alright, well, that was a fun little distraction, but we should probably get back to work. And now that that's all lit up, we can just do one of these, cover it back up, and bingo, no more mob noises. All right, I got distracted, but I think what we were doing was just finishing this up. I essentially want the deep slate to go out till it touches a wall somewhere, and then we can start working on the structure, or actually the farm. We're going to start working on the farm first. You might want to get out of there, goat. If you hang around too long, you're probably going to end up covered up. And I don't want that. Nobody. Oh, he heard me. Okay. I haven't really looked at this from a distance yet. I'm kind of just trusting that it'll look good, but let's take a quick look. Okay, interesting. I don't dislike it, and I think it'll look better once we have structures in here, because right now my eyes are looking for a perfect circle, or as perfect as you can get in Minecraft. Ow. Pay that no mind, citizen, or goat. Anyway, yeah, because of that, I think when we start building other things and filling things in, it's just all going to blend together. I'm confident in that. It's going to work out, don't worry. I do think we're going to have to pick a maximum height, as it were, because if I just kept going up, we're going to hit the wall. So I think this is where we'll say, that's it. That's as high as we're going to go on any level. And then from there, we can just flatten it out and fill it in, just like that. There we go. Couple more spots and then we'll be done. Check it out under here, citizens. This is the hidden realm of torches and lamps. That's where the elves live. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm still mostly sane. We're only losing it a little bit. Yeah, it's taken a little bit longer than I thought it would to fill this in. I think that was it right there. I think we're done. Ooh boy. Let's go take a look. Okay, so, ooh, with that lighting, it actually looks really cool. It almost looks like we dug into, like, obsidian or something down there. Ooh, nice. So it just depends on what kind of lighting you've got, essentially. But yeah, as you can see, it's like we flattened the area out a little bit, but left it natural. It's still, anytime it runs into where there was snow or mountain, we just kind of cut it off, so it still looks very natural, but it's a much more buildable surface now. So, with what we've got, I think that's pretty good space-wise, because we can build on this. I'm thinking the farm goes in the circle in the center. Oh wow, it just shifted dramatically. Yeah, farm in the center, and then we can build out structures pretty much anywhere within the wall. So I think we've actually got quite a lot of space to work with here. So maybe in the morning we go and take our shulker boxes, change out the materials that we have, and then we could start working on the next phase. Anyway, good night. Okay, we cleaned up a little bit. Let's bring these back to the base. I might even get an additional shulker box just so we're all set. I will leave you here. And yeah, I think the next step is going to be probably some wood to lay out the foundations, and then we can go from there. Onward. Yeah, see what I mean with this bee habitat down there? It's almost like I have a design aesthetic and I just kind of go with it. But there's no harm in that. I think that's fine. And while we're here, I could use some more golden carrots, so maybe you'd like to help me out with that. Ooh, nice, just over 1 stack. So once again, we need to stock up on the materials that I'm going to need for the farm that I want to work on. And you know what? Let's take a run through the tree farm. I know it looks like there's a lot in here, but actually the ones that I want to use are pretty low. And it's an opportunity to plant our mangrove trees as well. Yep. All right, let's go take a run through that. Oh, it looks so nice, but unfortunately I need wood. Don't worry, anything we chop down, we're gonna replant. And in fact, we don't have to do the whole thing. I know I want to use dark oak saplings. Not the saplings, I want to use dark oak logs, obviously. Oh, hey buddies, I haven't seen you all video. I haven't been over here. Where are they? Let's see. Aha, Caesar, you're still alive. Brutus hasn't taken you out yet. Where is Brutus? Oh, there you are. He's just watching him. He's watching Caesar. Soon. And no, I don't mean any. You're totally safe. I didn't mean to say anything. You're the best of friends. He doesn't know what's gonna happen. So we'll just leave them to their own devices. We are a bit short on space over here in the old tree farm. So I think maybe we get rid of the jungle trees, which I can't because they're too large. There we go. That frees up a ton of space. And then let's get rid of a couple of you, because I kind of think for the wood aspect of the build, I'd like to use the mangrove as well as dark oak. And I don't know how mangrove works. I'm not sure if we can plant 4, if that's going to do anything, but we are going to try. There we go. So we'll leave those back here. And then let's clear a little extra space and do a couple more dark oak. There we go. Then we'll come back every once in a while and just harvest everything here. Okay, so now we'll use the new shulker box for all of the wood elements. And I also kind of forgot we were supposed to be gathering things for the farm as well, so let's do that. Luckily, I've got tons of iron in here because it turns out, like most farms, it requires lots of hoppers as well as hopper minecarts. I may actually need one more shulker, but that's why they're there. Really wish the minecarts or the hopper minecarts could stack, but there we are. Okay, next up we do have to do a bit of trading, and that is for both glass. It's a nice little boost to heal up my tools while we're at it. There we go, all healed up, nice. And then finally, way down at the end, I also need some bows, and I'll have to come back because this is not enough. Why do you need bows, you ask? Well, I was about to show you, but am I just completely out of cobblestone? Have I been getting too much stone? Well, that's embarrassing. 6 cobblestone to my name. Alright, old reliable. Don't feel like going down into the mine. Or, you know what? I was just about to run down here and get a bunch, but I was not really thinking because obviously I could just do this. You're not using Silk Touch, gives you cobblestone as well. Imagine that. Alright, hopefully that's enough, because I need to make dispensers, which of course take a bow. I also need observers, which luckily we've got the nether quartz for. And I was wrong, I'm gonna need more cobblestone. The legionary's work is never done. Okay, 6 more bows and then I think we'll be good. There we go, thank you, sir. Okay, I think I have all that I need. Nope, I lied. We're gonna need some of this too. And we're also gonna need some of this. Oh wait, hold on. Before I do the rest of this, we're about to address one of the most commented things I have ever gotten on this world. In my white shulker box, we have Cleopatra, my hoe. I have gotten about 8 gazillion comments saying, you know, you can put fortune on a hoe and it'll give you additional stuff, additional drops. Well, finally, after all that time, I only brought 1 book. One more book. As I was saying, after all that time, we're going to get ourselves a couple Fortune 2 books, combine those for Fortune 3, and add Fortune 3 to Cleopatra. The people have spoken. Alright, so 6 months of reminders later, there you go, using fortune on my crops. See, I did it. You don't have to comment it anymore. No, I appreciate it. It's just funny when, like, literally hundreds of people suggest the same thing. I do appreciate it, citizens. There we go, replanted, and we've got some extra seeds for the composter now. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, back into the box with you, Cleopatra. Got plenty of wheat. And what is this? We got 6 shulker boxes that we need to carry with us now. But it's worth it. Fewer trips heading back. And finally, because we're going to need to do it eventually, rather than flying back, I have to stop and appreciate that every time. That looks so cool. Yeah, instead of flying back, we get to pass our criminal chickens and say hi to the sheep, because if you haven't guessed yet, we are building a wool farm. That was one of the things that I ran out of so often when we were building the arena. I wanted to build banners and stuff, and we just kept running out. So I am going to make a farm that has every different color of sheep, and it will automatically, or automagically, shear them and collect wool for me. So technically I only need 2, but let's just let a couple out, a few, and nope. Come on. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. Now, any that got out, you are coming with me. Don't you be criminals too, like the chickens. Yeah, I think I got them all. Did I get them all? Let's find out. Come out here. Nope, I see one I missed back there. Yeah, you. Come on. And then I broke some leads. Oh boy, this is fun. Now do I have them all? I think I do. So yeah, we could have just brought 2 there and bred them to get as many as we need, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 7 here, so it's just gonna cut down on the amount of time that we need to use. And yeah, I'm gonna have to collect a lot of dyes to change the color of their wool. But fun stuff. We have to walk all the way to the snow biome. And just as a reminder to all you sheep out here, I do only need 2 of you. So if anybody misbehaves, much like an iron golem, you are expendable. So bear that in mind as we make the trip. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. You're gonna just go right into the water, aren't you? And join all of the iron golem party down there. Ah, we're good. There we go. Yeah, you're the only well-behaved one, Lunchbox. I always know I can count on you. I hope I can remember how to get there. Easy when you're flying, not so easy when you're carting 7 sheep on leads. We did it for the frogs, though, so it should be just about the same. There's a sight to behold. Look at that. It's raining. Great. And that means it should be snowing back at the snow area, which means everything's getting covered again. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's a bunch of these guys. Whoa! That's a thunderstorm. Okay. Where's my bed? I left it at the place, didn't I? Oh, I've got to back up. Okay. Nighty night, everybody. That scared me. I actually saw the lightning. I didn't want to see the lightning. Okay, crisis averted. Let's keep moving, I guess. The important question is, can we get through here without upsetting any of the drowned, particularly any that have tridents? But at the same time, the sheep are much more expendable, so not as worried. And so far, it's smooth sailing, or smooth swimming, smooth wading. Are you boys gonna give me trouble? Yeah, you are. Okay, not so bad. Man, my computer does really not like me being in this water. It is choking. Oh, okay, we got a trident, boy. Let's just knock that right off. Did I already go past it? Are you guys gonna be able to climb up here, or not really? Kinda. This could be worse, actually. And I also shouldn't say that. Saying that summons the worse. We did lose a couple. We've only got 5 now. That doesn't bother me. Or 4? We've got 4. Don't really want to lose the leads, though, so maybe quick stop to make a fence. Alright, you guys stay here. I gotta go get those leads. They're more valuable than the sheep. Yep, there they are. Okay. Still missing 1. I don't know where that one went. Ooh, wait. There's leads down there. That was not leads. That was rotten flesh. Okay. Alright, whatever. You, come with me. And you, come with me. Pretty sure I'm still missing some leads, but it is what it is. Let's try this again. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. You know what? I think we're just gonna choppy boy our way through here. We're gonna need the dark oak anyway. It actually kind of works out. Okay, same thing. Let's see if you can go up elevation. Okay, we are at least to snow level, and I don't see the path that we used for the frogs. Ah, great. I am going to do the best I can to make sure they don't succumb to powdered snow, but no promises. And this is all going to have to go eventually because it doesn't really look that natural. And I've only got 3 sheep. I'm approaching the critical level. And I think I'm down to 2 sheep. All right. Okay, I see my wall. We're almost there. Man, what a pain. Look at that. Okay, come on in. Hopefully this was worth it. I am going to go back and see if we could clean up some of what we dropped, if nothing else, just for the leads. But in the meantime, you two hang out right here. I'm going to go see if I can get all your friends. All right, where did I lose people? Well, sheep people. Are sheep people? Nah. Okay, there's one, but what did you do with my lead? Because honestly, I don't care that much about you. I can breed the ones I have up there. I lost like 10 leads on the way here. I don't know. I guess we just gotta figure out the whole slime chunk situation and then we can make as many leads as we want. I guess we just make a little fence up there and start breeding the 2 that we have. I think I need 16 total. Would have been easier to start with 7, but you know. Alrighty, so let's get set up again over here. And please don't fight with the goats. Okay, this should do the trick. Obviously, this is temporary. Come on, come on. Get inside there. Just need a space where we can make 16 of you. There we go, and no time like the present to begin. I will take my leads back, please. There we go. Alright, so we'll start working on the frame of everything, just so I kind of have an idea of how it's going to be laid out. And as we're doing that, I'll be sure to keep moving with the sheep, so we get as many as we need. Alright, so on that note, one thing I didn't think about is an entrance, if you want to call it that. So, for example, our base is off in that direction. So do we want to just kind of fly into the wall every single time, or should it have a gate leading into it? I think that could always be added later, so maybe I don't worry about that yet. I'm just thinking about the orientation of the structure. I don't know that it matters that much. Why don't we just start marking things out and I'll see how I feel about it. So what if we did something like this? Hey, what are you doing down there? Reminding me that I forgot torches right there, are you? I guess I appreciate it. This doesn't have a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it yet. I'm just thinking about how this might go. I'm also kind of trying to think of the design elements and how I want all of this to go, because I'd like it if it was a blend of the stone brick walls, the planks, the logs, and just adding a lot of detail as we go, because I think the more we can do where it's things that aren't just a full block. Like, I don't want to use full blocks the whole way around. Things like walls, maybe trapdoors. I feel like that'll make it more visually interesting. I think what I'll do, let's connect the walls the way I'm thinking they'll probably go. And then I'll have an idea of the base structure. There's going to be more added to it. Like I want just kind of a base structure. Then there's going to be towers and, oh, just you wait. It's going to look great. At least I really hope so. Thinking if we alternate by doing 3 of the planks and then go back to the walls, we can have that as a pattern throughout, but it also gives us room if I would like to put windows in the middle, for example. So we're going to try that just on one section and see how it turns out. The sun is not helping me get a good view of this. Just trying to see what the design looks like a little bit. And I think we might have to wait till morning. Okay, so that's part of it. I think that's looking okay. The 2 different parts of this, one going this way is going to be at a, let's call it a higher elevation, or it's going to be taller. This one that's a bit wider in the middle is going to be shorter and intersect with it. That probably makes no sense whatsoever. But once I start building it up higher on all the sides, you'll start to see what I mean. But before I get too far, I do want all of these sheep available, because I'd like to make sure that it actually fits in here. I think it will, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I think we might have to take a pause to get the amount of sheep we need and at least get them set up where they're going to go. And we're up to 6. When you 2 grow up, and maybe we can help with that, then we should be able to speed this process up. Actually, while we're waiting, there is one thing I want to check just to see how it'll look. If I did want to do windows, how would it look if I did maybe something like that? I don't know. That also looks a bit odd. Just to make sure it's not the frog lights making me think that. How's that? I might like that a little bit better, but I still think there's something weird going on here. Yeah, I think it has to be more like recessed into there. Something more like that. So maybe as it gets taller, we'll have more room to play with. So for now, we're just going to leave it with the intent that we're going to be changing some things around once we have more room. You slowpokes ready for another round? Well, somebody is. Actually, let's run home real quick. I'm just going to grab a ton of wheat, and we're going to... What I was thinking in my head doesn't sound right. I was going to say we were going to force feed all the children so they grow up faster. That is technically what we're going to do. Man, it is bright. I can't see a thing. Shaders giveth, and the shaders taketh away. Yeah, we got a ton in here. Actually, got a ton right there. So if this doesn't do the trick, I don't know what will. All right, who's ready for the wheat eating contest? There we go. That is certainly helping. Eat up, eat up. All right, we shall continue in the morning. Nothing says welcome to Rome like just eating wheat nonstop until you about triple in size. There we go. I think that's all of them grown up. Now, who's ready to make more babies? All right, you're next, little fella. Where are we at, by the way? 1, 2... We're at 10, so we're getting pretty close. In fact, let's let them all kind of recharge, if you know what I mean, and plan out how this thing is going to be laid out. And if it's 16, we should have 4 on each wall here and 4 on each wall over there. And just for demonstration purposes, do I like that or... No, I think it should be moved over 1. There we go. So it's even there. And that should be plenty of room, actually. One thing I would like to do is have the sheep a little bit higher up, because I think the collection chest is going to be 2 or 3 blocks below the sheep, and I don't want it too low down here. So if we say each one of these will be kind of a wall for where the sheep will be in the middle, then obviously they're going to have to stand on grass. And I don't ever want to run out of grass. I don't want them, you know, it needs a place for it to grow in. And I think it can go diagonally. So maybe if we fill the whole back area, then we'll be safe. Kind of like that. Ooh, actually, you know what? There needs to be redstone behind the dispenser, which I think is going to be right here. So that's not going to work. Okay, round 2. Everything gets moved up 1 block. Ooh, this is going to be narrow. Well, this is kind of why I tested it, because, I mean, if we are duplicating it on both sides, then this is going to be the walkway, and that's kind of just where the chests are going to be. And come to think of it, there's going to be more glass in front of them, so yeah, this isn't going to work. Oh boy, one of these walls has to move. Okay, well, that's why we do this before the entire thing is built, because that would be rough if we had to redo it at that point. Okay, so if currently the way it would be set up, they'd be touching, then I want to move the wall, what, let's say 3 blocks, because then that's a block on each side for a chest, and a block down the middle to walk on. Maybe we do 5 just to be safe, which means the new one of this one anyway should end out there. This can go, and that should give us the space we need. Okay. Well, citizens, I'm gonna move a wall. Fun stuff. I will check in a few once that's done. All right, we're starting to look better. Things are looking roomier in here. It actually ended up working better for the design anyway. Things fit a little bit better. So not too bad. And now we should have plenty of space. For example, if we repeat this over on this side, there we go. So now instead of touching, they are quite far away. Gives us space for closing these up, having a chest in the ground, and a walkway in the middle. Much better. Also, you should all be quite ready. And I think that should get us the amount we need, maybe? I don't remember. However, now that these are set up, I think we can go through and put in the rest of the things we need for the farm. Then we can start moving some of the sheep in. And yeah, nearly done with that, actually. Or the hard part is over, I should say. And by the way, observers are something I definitely don't understand, so I'm just following the tutorial step by step, because there's no way I'd get this right if I was just trying to figure it out. As always, I'll put the link for this tutorial in the description if you'd like to try this yourself. So there's one example of where the chest is going to be with a hopper leading into it. Now I just have to do that on all of these. There we go. Now each of the hoppers gets a minecart rail on top, followed by a hopper minecart. There we go. Then we can cover that back up. Then maybe we'll do something like this to kind of cover up the mechanical inner workings of this thing. And we can cover up the holes as well. This is really just so we can, when we need to, we can open this up, get into the chest, grab some wool. And then we should be able to put a dispenser on top of each of these. And then if we grab ourselves a few shears, can put one of those in each dispenser. And when we're finished, I'll just fill this whole thing with shears. I'm just kind of wanting to test it right now. Then we can finish up with the, call it a cage, I suppose. Luxury apartment, maybe. Kind of forgot we were going to have to put glass here too. Does that look a little bit weird, hanging off like that? I think it does. We might do something different with where that stair is. But for now, this might be a bit tricky. I just want 1 sheep to test with. Okay, and we got 2 babies. Wonderful. Well, might be easier to put the baby ones in here. I don't know. Just want 1 of you in there. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Get in the hole. Yep, 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 yep. And they're just going right back in. Okay, let's try again. Maybe an adult this time. There we go. And 2 babies, whatever. Are you going to be easier to work with? Yeah, I think you are. No, now I don't want the babies in here. Back up, back up. Okay, babies, come back. You stay out. You go in. This is more difficult than it should be. There, okay, we got 1. And let's start with the first one. Just follow, nope, yeah, whoop. Okay, so if I do that, and then just gently push you in there. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Whew. And we only have to do that 16 times. At least it's not as bad as villagers. Anyway, though, I think this is safe for grass. So maybe if I replace this one with a grass block, it'll grow throughout the whole thing. And you won't be able to eat it all and just, you know, stop it from growing more. And I don't currently have enough grass blocks, but once they grow, I can grab myself some more. So let's just replace you. and hope that that grows through the whole thing. Actually, I know what we can do. When we get one color of each wool, we can replace this block with that piece of wool just as a indicator of what it... I mean, obviously the sheep is going to be that colored, but once it's sheared, maybe we can't tell. I don't remember, but that's just... I think that'll be a good design choice. Okay, so all that's left is to finish this same design on all the 4 areas that I need it. Move in all of the sheep, and then we can go collect all of the various dyes that we'll need. But yeah, I think we'll be in business. We're nearly there. I keep saying that. I know it's going to take a while to finish all of this. Well, no time like the present. Starting to get this down to a science. And hey, I didn't intend for this to start yet, but we just got a proof of concept. It works. All right, nice. I guess we're gonna, you know, at least get some white wool before all the sheep are dyed the colors that I intend. Still, pretty cool that it works. Hey, that's awesome. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but yeah, of course it's going to work. Every time the sheep eats the grass, the observer under there notices the change. I think that's how it works. And then that activates the dispenser, which somehow is able to operate shears on an entire sheep quite neatly. And when that falls to the ground, it's picked up by the hopper minecart and the hopper beneath, which goes into the chest. So pretty cool. Just worked again. Very nice. Okay, back to it. Who's next? All right, in you go. Oh, you're going to be difficult, huh? Go on, go on. There we go. And after you go in, we can get the last one and then count how many we have, which basically just means how many more we need to get. No, 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 no. Too many, too many, too many. Oh, great. I still have leads somewhere. All right, you 2 can stay over here. Don't eat all of my... See that? They were trying to eat the grass that they're not supposed to eat. Last one. There we go. And we're halfway done. Woo! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only need one more. Who would like to facilitate that for me? There we go. Now we have exactly enough, I think. I do think that we're going to have to get rid of this pen just so I can actually build the rest of it. So instead, we are going to capture all the sheep on leads and just put them all right here. Then we can tear down the fence and we should be good to go. I don't know if I got them all, but we're about to find out. There we go. All right. Did I get all of you? I think so. Otherwise, they'd be like just rushing me right now. Okay. So now all that's left is building this other side, which I realized is a bit uneven. So I might have to make some alterations over here, but that shouldn't be a problem. That should be fine. Yep. Just had to remove a little bit over here. But I think that'll work. Fortunately, by now, I kind of know what I'm doing, so it's not like I have to re-watch the tutorial every time. I've kind of got the idea of it now. I say that until I realize it doesn't work after I have all the sheep in. I do like how all of these have faces. Like, this one's just not amused, and this guy is just overly excited. Oh boy, what are we gonna do today, Observer? The same thing we do every day. We're gonna sit here and watch sheep. Boy howdy! This is what happens when you keep me by myself for too long. I'm blaming you, citizen. This is one of the last times we'll see the secret underground portion of this area. And while it's absolutely beautiful down there, I think we'll appreciate this a little bit more when we're done. Alright, now we just have to get the sheep in, and I am calling this thing done, aside from the dye I have to add, obviously. And any sort of decorating we want to do. Okay, it's not almost done, fine. Come on, guys. This is, I've already claimed this land for Rome. You standing there and just pointing your little pop guns at me isn't going to do anything. Can't catch a break with these guys. I do feel kind of bad when I let one of them off the lead, because then the rest freak out that they can't get any closer to get at the wheat. Your time will come, don't worry. Ooh, they might be upsetting the goat over there. What are you gonna do, guys? Go on, hit him, goat, for Rome. Maybe I can start something with all of them over there. Ooh, I hit one. That's not the one I was aiming for, but I got him. What about you right there looking smug? Can we get you? Yes, we can. Nice. Ooh, they didn't like that. What? You better not hit my sheep. What I'd really like is if you guys could just take out the one... No, other way. I want the banner one to be the one that you guys take out for me. Ow. Yep, hit him, hit him. Come on. Okay, I need some help from you back there, guy. Yep, keep shooting, keep shooting. There we go. They better not be hitting the sheep behind me. Keep getting them, keep getting them. We can do this together. Come on. I know you've had aspirations of being banner guy back there. Take them out and it could all be yours. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. And I was lying about you being the new banner guy. Now, I'm afraid the top dog is gone, which means you two have no one to protect you. You should have joined Rome when you had the chance. Well, I hope it was worth it. Anyway, back to our important business. Only 4 left to get into their spots. Hey, and the last baby just grew up, so we are in solid shape. In you go. There we are. Oh, I missed one. Oh no, never mind. Okay. All right, down to the last one. And I can't say I'm going to miss this. Alrighty, there we go. It's been fun. Looking forward to not having to do that again. Ooh, it's snowing. Is that why this grass isn't growing? I don't think this will be a problem, but while we go look for all of the dye that I'm going to need, why don't we just cover all of them up? Whoops. Sure, it would be fine, but just in case, we're going to just put a little cover over this. There we go. Now they just got a little bit of protection from the weather, just in case. And yeah, I grant you, when it snows now, it looks pretty dreary around here. However, when this thing is done and we've got all the lighting in and a couple of campfires, things like that, I think it's really going to add to the effect and it's going to look nice when it snows. Right now, not so much. But it will. Be patient, citizen. Don't you worry. So what I'm going to do, we're going to leave all this stuff here. And then we are going to go and collect 15 different types of dye. Man, I really can't see a thing. We're at least going to light this up a little bit. Is it nighttime? Did you come to remind me it was bedtime? Very kind of you. All right, so yeah, give me 1 second. We're going to take a little nap. Okay, that's better. Now we can smell those bones burning. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go find the 15 different dyes that we need for our sheep. And that is, of course, because we want to keep one white. So we have white wool. Oh, hey, fancy pants. You think you're cool because you've got your armor and you're not burning in the sun? This is a restricted area, however, so I'm afraid we're going to have to ask you all to clear out. All right, that's much better. Okay, so I have a sneaking suspicion that we probably have a good chunk of the dyes available back at the base. So let's go take a quick peek and see how many are left, and that'll be the ones that we need to find. I'm losing my bearings this way. Now, this is interesting. Hello, friend. You must have heard that I lost a lot of leads. Oh, interesting. I mean, he has red dye, but I know that I have red dye available with beetroots, so that's not helpful. And like I said, I'm missing a lot of leads from all the different things I had to transport over there. And I do already have quite a few llamas. He's trying to run away. He knows what's gonna happen. Yeah, take a look at this axe. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's netherite. It's really cool. Oh, sorry, involuntary. I got muscle spasm. Ow. Can I make a llama hit an iron golem? I can, and it's gonna take it out. All right, same thing. Don't shoot that spit near the iron golem. That's a mistake. Uh-oh. Hey, you have a use. What do you know? Oh, that was fun. But yeah, let's do what we're actually supposed to be doing. Okay, now looking through here, I think this is gonna make it pretty easy. I know we can get some dye from some of these things. Wait, I don't need white dye. And I don't know what does what, so we are just going to grab one of each so we can test all of these out. We also have our beetroots over here. So just by grabbing a couple things, what is that going to get us? Oh, I didn't need the beetroot. That gives me red dye. Allium is going to give me magenta. Oxeye daisy is light gray. We've already got yellow. The azure bluette is also light gray, so I don't need that one. Cornflower, of course, for blue. Lily of the Valley is white, and we do not need that one. Lilac for magenta, we already have. Getting a lot of doubles here, and red we already have. So that got us 5 out of the 15. So let's put these away, and then, let's see. I know, do I have any? I do, ink sacs. So that's our black dye, but I think I need a couple of those. Because I believe if we do black dye and white dye, we get gray dye. We have light gray, we don't have gray. So we'll do that. Now let's go after brown. Hold on, getting low on rockets. That's a little bit better. There we go. And brown should be fairly straightforward if we were just to head right over here. Because we should be able to find some cocoa beans. Hello. which I believe if we do that, will give us brown dye. Beautiful. Now, next up is orange, which is a bit more difficult because that we need an orange tulip, and I don't know that we've ever gotten any of those. Don't think so. And I also don't think a carrot would work for that, will it? No, it will not. So, I believe it's off in this direction that there is a big plains biome and a bunch of meadows and stuff. Hold on. I did not bring a bed. I want to be able to do this in daytime. Soon we can make every color bed. Any color you can think of, citizen. How exciting. Okay, brand spanking new day. Keep your eyes peeled, citizen. We are on the lookout for anything orange. Orange. I'm pretty sure this is where the big old plains biome was, in this direction. That's what I get for not going into this world for 6 months. I lose track of things. This looks promising. Also, I didn't actually look it up where you could find orange tulips, so I'm just guessing that they would be somewhere like this. Yeah, there's the raid farm, so this is what I was thinking of. Are any of you orange? Doesn't look like it. I'm thinking let's save time. Let's look it up. Do they actually grow in plains biomes or not? Okay, so they can appear in plains biomes. It's just a bit more rare, or flower fields or meadows, sunflower fields, something like that. So we'll keep looking here a little bit, but then I might head to the other side of the water by our base because I know there's more plains over there. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Wow, look at that. Mental note, citizens. This, I don't know what it would be, but this would be a cool place to build something. Not sure what. Just really like the way this generated. All right, let's grab more rockets and then we'll head to the other side and see if we can find them over there. Whoa. Did we find this before? I think we found this before. This is also nuts. This world generation is just insane. Whoa, okay. Didn't mean it. Found some sunflowers, which I think we have, just in case. Yeah, we've got those. Ooh, this looks promising. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Hello. Orange tulips, nice. We'll grab some extra just in case. Looks like I've never found red tulips before. It didn't say that when I picked up the orange tulips, so you know what? I bet we found them. Maybe they're like in the bee habitat. I probably had some back at the base somewhere. Oh well, we got more now. Okay, so I think we've got what we need. And just to be sure, look at that orange dye. Nice. All right, let's head back. Out of curiosity. Yeah, look at that right there. We had them. Okay. But since I'm here, look bees, I brought you some new stuff. Please don't rush me. I'm just trying to plant a couple new things. There we go. Looking better. Can't forget to take care of our bees. Can't forget to take care of our base either. Okay, next up. Next we'll work on the greens. Which one? We can use a cactus. Did I ever find sea pickles? Or was that just in my ocean-only world? You are... Seriously? It was like 2 days ago when your friend was here. Ooh, okay. I mean, I don't have pink yet. Hold on. I might have been able to get that anyway, but let's be safe. It's kind of good timing. I guess you're necessary. Come here. I will take a few of these just in case. And yes, I suppose that means you get to live. I mean, not that I would do anything to change that normally. It's just, Jupiter will look favorably upon you for helping Rome. Okay, well, that knocks one out for us. Where'd your llamas go? And, okay, they're over here, and they dropped leads for me. I didn't even have to do anything. Wow, thanks. Gives me pink dye and leads, all for free. Appreciate it. But I'm getting distracted. We need to throw the cactus into the furnace, or schmelter, and that gets our green dye. Now I need a sea pickle, and did we... Okay, that's glowstone. I thought we lit up this... Oh, we did. Look at that. I only need one. Look at the memory on Legion. Can you believe I remembered I put those there? And then we should be able to throw that in here as well, which gives us our lime dye. Next one I think we can get if we just put a green and a blue, which is why I made 2 of those. Yep, cyan. Very nice. Now there is a light blue. We have blue, but there's a light blue. And that comes from a blue orchid, which I just looked up, and that apparently is exclusive to swamp biomes. But what we found before was a mangrove swamp. I don't think we've ever found that one. Wonder if you can craft it, like white dye and blue dye? Oh, you can. You can get light blue that way. Okay, nice and easy. Give me my blue back. There we go. Yeah, that was much easier. I think we only have one left, and actually this one's going to be easy as well. It's just red and blue dye mixed together. So extra red, extra blue, put those together, and we get purple. Awesome. Look at us, citizen. We got all... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yep, that's 15, which obviously minus the white, that'll make 16. Or plus the white, whatever. That could have been much, much harder. We are now all set to go first, dye all of the sheep. And then the last thing is we need to put a ton of shears into those dispensers so that it's going to run for quite a long time and fill up on all that wool for us. Hello, sheep. Let's go ahead and remove all your coverings. There we go. One thing though, I'm a bit worried that this grass doesn't appear to be spreading very well. I guess that one is. Okay, they both are. Last time I was here, I didn't think it was, but it's working on it. I guess we could always grab one of you and replace it over here just so we could start it from 2 different angles. And same thing over there. There we go. Should pick up the pace, but let's get started with this. And I think this is kind of organized in a way that makes sense, chromatically, or whatever you want to say. So if we start with the light gray, let's say we start here and then wrap our way around. So we've got white, and we go to light gray, followed by gray, then black. You kind of get the idea here. Over to brown, followed by red and orange, go on to the yellow. This kind of looks funny and I don't know why. You are our lime sheep, followed by the green, cyan, and light blue. Are you tired of me naming colors yet? Well, you're gonna have to put up with 4 more. We've got the blue, purple, magenta, and finally the pink. Look at us, citizen. We have every color of sheep, I guess, except for rainbow. Maybe that's something to do. But once we throw the shears in, we are going to have ourselves a wool farm running at full capacity. Speaking of, let's grab all of this. And don't worry, I won't make you watch this whole process, but really all I'm going to do is make a ton of shears and fill up each one of these dispensers all the way with shears. And that's going to ensure that this can run for a while before the durability runs out. And that way we shouldn't have to do this very often. I hope I don't run out of iron though. This is quite a bit. Are you the last one? I think you're the last one. 3 more. There we go. Just to double check. I think we already did over here. Yep. So they are all completely full on shears. You can see it's already working. So if we look in here, we've got our green wool. Nice. So good thing about doing this first is we're going to be spending a lot of time still completing all of the builds around here, which means that entire time our sheep are going to be making wool for us. Why didn't that one pick up? There is no hopper minecart down there. What happened? There's none over there either. Did I forget this entire one? Okay, I didn't put any hopper minecarts this entire side. Okay. Are they still in here? Yeah, well, good thing to notice now rather than later. And I think we can probably manage to do this from here, I hope. Is that going to roll off if it's facing that direction? I don't think so. I'm also noticing that a lot of these have snow in with the sheep. So we'll probably need to get rid of that just to be safe so the grass can grow. And then we will probably cover them back up just so that doesn't happen again. For instance, our brown sheep. Oh, come on. My shovel is too powerful. Ow. Well, this is a problem. Oh boy. Why do I do this to myself? Give me a minute. I can fix this. See, look at that. Easy. Okay, but let's not do that again. That wasn't, you know, overly fun. So instead of a shovel, can I just... Oh, sorry. Do that instead. Okay, there we go. Don't hit the don't hit the sheep. There we go. Just need to clear out all the snow and then get a covering on this. This might change eventually, but for now, let's just do something like this. And then, because we're oh so fancy, we can put frog lights behind here to light it up. Ooh, look at that, so cool. Okay, same thing all the way around. Ooh, wait a minute, is that affecting the redstone? Or what's happening with that? I think it's fine, we'll keep an eye on it. I think this does affect the redstone. If you watch this one here, when I place that, it lights up and it doesn't go away. So we might have to rethink this. What if I put you up top instead? Doesn't look like that's affecting it, so I think that'll be okay. Okay, there we go. Now they're all covered up, they're happy, they're healthy, everything's lit up. The grass is growing, so that's good. And I think we're in good shape. Now, before we move on with the structure, I do want to take a look at the exterior walls. I kind of have an idea, or we've already talked about it, the whole frog light thing. I want to keep moving with that and just see how it looks when it's in more places. Okay, so where did we already start working on this? There you are. So that's if they're hanging down. I was thinking as well if we can get up on the wall. Okay, so yeah, if they're hanging down, they're like that. What if we had something like this on top? Oh, I just picked at random and I got the same color. My first instinct is that might be too busy, but maybe alternating in some way? Let's start by doing the ones that are hanging, and we'll just do it across this front area to see how that looks. Then I'll think about something like that and where it might fit in. All right, so I just did this down along the front of the wall, so I think let's take a fly out and see what that looks like. We should probably also check it at night just to be sure. But that's what we're looking like so far. And I have to say, it does look quite festive. I do like, though, the accent of the black coloring at the top. So it's the mix of stone and deep slate. I think there's room to do a little bit more up here, but first off, I think we'll want to repeat this all the way around, or at least get the walls in. I do like that accent. And I think we also ran out of deep slate, so maybe a trip back to the base, grab some deep slate. And yeah, I think I'll go around the entire wall and do this. It's worth doing. I think it's going to be a nice accent, and especially at night. We'll take a look at night and double check, but I think it's going to look good. Back we go. I'm dumb. I didn't bring a shulker box with me. Yeah, I don't have enough for more, and these are full of sand stuff. We can drop it all off over here. There we go. All moved over. This is now empty. I do have some. Let's just bring some of this stuff that we have, because I think I'll probably get use out of it. And that might save us a trip later on. I had some in here. What are you doing in the wrong chest? Okay, there we go. Feeling much better about that. And let's wait for it to get darker. That way when we fly back, we could take a look at the wall at night. Sunset at Legion Harbor. Hits you right in the feels, doesn't it? Yep, me too. Alright, glad we had that moment together. Let's fly back. Hopefully it renders in quickly enough. Ooh, nice. It kind of slowly came into view. That is very cool. Look at that. That's going to look great when it's wrapping all the way around. Alright, we can get started on that in the morning. No, thank you. No, I don't want any Girl Scout cookies right now, thank you. They'll find you anywhere. Okay, that should be a good start. So let's wrap all the way around and do this pattern. Just every once in a while, a deep slate brick, deep slate brick block. And then the deep slate tile walls, we'll just wrap it all the way around. Then we can come by for a second pass and do the frog lights. And then I think we'll be looking good. Some areas we might not need it. Like this, for example. Well, maybe. That might be a good way to keep mobs from spawning outside the walls, so maybe we do just go ahead and take care of that everywhere. Also, an opportunity over here to have the frog lights hang much lower, maybe even do multiple of them so they go down beneath into that cave. That might be neat. Okay, we're done with that part. Now we just have to wrap around with the walls, and we should be good. There we go. Now, all the way around, we have the deep slate accents, so you can kind of see that here, but also all the way around we've got it now. And all we need to do is go through and add the frog lights. But I like that. It adds a lot just doing those walls. In some areas, I don't think it makes sense to use the fence or chains at all, because there's just not any space here. But we can still throw the frog light there, and I think it'll still work. This is a bit precarious. There we go, we've got the space, so we're gonna double up on those, and then clean up our mess, and see what all of this looks like. Luckily, I think it's almost night, so it should be a good view. We can take a quick look while we're here at that. There you go. A little bit busier there, but that's okay, it's hanging over the cave. And then the rest all just has different lengths of frog light, either hanging from chain, or directly attached to the fence, or just directly attached to the wall. And if I were to fly up, you can see that that goes all the way around. So that is definitely an improvement. And I think I'm happy enough with that. We will wait till night to take a look. I really like that, actually. We may do more later, but I do want to take a break from that now so we can get back to working on this structure. But anytime you want to go down, son, I'm using a lot of rockets. Actually, we can just land real quick. All right, starting to get dark. We're nearly there. And I think that's good. Let's take a peek. So now going around the whole thing, you'll see that it is lit up. So nice with that, because not only does it look really nice, but it's going to stop mobs from spawning on the exterior of the wall. Then once the interior is lit up, we should be fairly safe anytime we're here. That looks really cool. So nice. I am pleased with that. Oh, not pleased with that. Not pleased with you. There we go. And you over there, you can just get lost. Phew. Okay, we should go to sleep. They're kind of all over the place. Where is my entrance? Skeletrons, Endermen, they're shooting me. Two can play at that game, buddy. All right, nap time. Oh, look at me. I have the power of Sol Invictus. I can raise the sun at any time to haunt you. And yeah. What I'm worried about is leftover creepers like that one. Ooh, and that one behind me. I don't need them messing with everything I've built so far. So it will be nice when we start lighting this area up for purposes that we've just illustrated. Yep, missed him. Where'd he go? There you are. There's one there. I just saw one over here. So creeper cleanup duty, and then we'll get to work. I think we got them all. We'll find out if something blows up, but hopefully we're good. Okay, so next up for this, I just want to make all the walls level on the top, the same height basically, because then we could start thinking about what different areas we're going to have and how it's all going to link up. You know, we're definitely going to be cutting things out of the wall and doing more details on that. But for now, I need to bring lots of wood with me, as well as the stone brick walls. Okay, so currently the highest point is over here, so let's just add one to everything over here, and then we'll make it all uniform the entire way around. And fortunately, that just means following the existing pattern, which shouldn't be difficult at all. One thing I kind of forgot is that I wanted to use mangrove trees in this area. Well, not the trees, the logs. And I don't think I ever chopped any down. I didn't bring any of the wood with me. So in a minute, we'll run back to make sure we've got that, just so as the inspiration takes me, I'll have that material available. There we go. Now we are all uniform throughout. And at this point, I think I need a quick ponder. So why don't we run back and pick up any of the mangrove logs that we do have. And maybe this is a good time to grab anything that we don't need here, bring it back, and clear out some of this space. There we go. So now we got a bunch of stuff we're not going to need. Wait a minute. I will need you. Now there's the stuff we don't need. We can bring that back, fill it up with the new logs, and then head on back. Okay, there we go. We've cleaned up. This is empty. Now we can use it again. And it looks like these are quite ready to be harvested. But same problem as before. They're all kind of combining. Well, by before, I mean I ran into this in my one chunk video. The falling tree mod doesn't work with these because they're just too massive when they all combine together like this. There we go. Starting to get there. Wow. That sky gets me every time. Is that it? That was it. Okay. So not terrible, I guess. And as for the spoils, that's not too bad. And then we prep it for another round. Okay, and then in the morning, we can take that back and get back to work. Now that we have more materials, I think I do want to work on the structure a bit of our ski lodge, snow castle. Yeah, I haven't decided what to call it. We're gonna stick with snow castle. In the end, I think it'll look like that. Anyway, I want to complete the basic shape of this portion of it, and I'm kind of building in a bit of a different way than I'm used to, in that I'll typically build something with everything kind of done as I'm going the way it will be in the end, if that makes any sense. The difference is this time I just want to build this up as an outline and the general shape of the way it's going to be, and then after that we can kind of remove sections and do all the detailing, just kind of cut things out. You'll see what I mean as I go, but it's a little bit different than I'm used to. And I think first up, we need to make this middle section, the walls need to be taller. These are going to be the shorter walls on the outside. So we're going to increase the elevation out here, and then I'll probably finish building this wall because I never connected those two. It should be fairly easy. Everybody loves building in the snow. You can see all my work is just getting covered again, which doesn't really matter. We're going to be adding a bunch on top of this, so it doesn't bother me. How do we feel about that elevation? And would it be easier to see in the morning when we don't have quite so many visitors and, oh goodness. Where are you going? Better not be touching my sheep. Part of me wants to trap that guy so we could have a villager here. But how much do I want to trap him? Let's see if we can clear all of you out. And then if I were to come down here and did something like this, would you just kind of step right in here and make it easy for me? I almost had him and then I ran out of planks. I'm not... Whoa! Okay. You are not making this easy. Come on, I just want a friend. Gets lonely up here on the mountain. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so if we want to, we can bring back curing supplies and get ourselves a villager friend. It is now a viable option. I'm not going to be able to sleep here. There's monsters nearby. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. A second one? All right, maybe if you come in here... That just went right through your face again. What is going on with that? Hey, can't you see I'm trying to build a little cage? Okay, now can you come over this way, perhaps? Yep, nope, no. Right in here. Right in there. I guarantee if I needed a zombified villager, I would not be able to find them anywhere. And I'm not looking, so two just appeared out of nowhere. But I caught both of them, so that's kind of neat. Might not be a bad idea. We could, you know, have a couple villagers in the house once it's done. And those noises are going to drive me crazy, so probably sooner rather than later we're going to cure them. And then let me know if you think of any ideas, good use for villagers that we could have up at the lodge here. But before we get stuff for that, we may as well just finish up the walls. I've got the right height, I just need to finish filling in the stone brick. And I'm assuming I've got what I need back at the base to gear up our friends that we caught. Oh yeah, I saw this when I was running inside. I don't know how I missed this one little area right here. Yeah, we should be able to... What do we want? Let's just do that. That works for me. Does it work for you up there, Skeletron? Yep, glad to hear it. Anyway, back to work. There we go. I think we're looking good now on this part. And I did want to have the elevations complete because I'm interested in how it's going to look. As you can see, I didn't really plan things out yet. I kind of just have this huge entrance over here. This is going to be a little part that comes out, but I don't have an entrance there. So I need to think about some of that stuff. But really, I just wanted to rush the elevations because I want to start putting on a roof and see how that would look because I want to try a new design for that. So maybe we cure our villager friends and then we get started with that. Yep, sounds like a plan. So 2 potion of weakness and 2 golden apples coming right up. I'm going the wrong way. We should have what we need. I don't know why I wouldn't. Okay, I think we're good on golden apples. And my little brewing station over here. I have one. I honestly do not feel like getting those 2 villagers closer together. Because it would work. 1 splash potion would be fine. We can do that. But it just sounds much easier to me if we just brew up some extra and throw 1 each at the villagers. So we get our fermented spider eye. Throw that right into the water bottles. I think that's how you do it. And then fortunately, a creeper dropped us some gunpowder because we're going to need that too. Not that we're lacking on that in any way. Yeah, there we go. Potion of weakness, throw in the gunpowder, and there we go. We are in business. Plus, we've got an extra now for if we need it again later on. Let's go see the villagers and fulfill our duty as Medicus. Every legion needs one, and just so happens I am multi-talented. Medicus, Imperator, and cheeky, lovable legionary. Oh boy, do I have a surprise for you in there. Hey buddy, do you want to be a permanent resident of my, we'll call it the provincial snow castle? It's kind of like the Imperator's retreat. I know you do, so why don't you hold this for me, and then I'll give you that as well. Now you just hang out. I'm gonna go check in with the other one real quick. I think we left him over here, yep. Hello in there. Hey friend, I brought you some nice warm hot cocoa. Here you go. And then we'll call it a caramel apple. You just can have that. And I will check in with you later. While these boys cure up, let's get started on the roof. And for that, I would like to use... What did I do with it? There it is. I'd like to use the mangrove. So let's start by getting a decent amount of stairs. There we go, about 2 stacks-ish. Well, let's make it 2 stacks. There we go. And that should give us a solid start. And like I said, I am trying a new design for this, so it might take some trial and error. It's kind of alternating between stairs and blocks, and it's just supposed to make it kind of a steeper roof. Because I'll typically just do the, I don't know what you would call it, like an A-frame or something, and this just makes it a little bit more interesting to look at, I think. Take a quick look at that before we do the other side. There we go. So you see what I mean? It should kind of go up to a point at a bit of a different angle, as opposed to just like straight line V to the middle like I'm used to. For some reason that bugs me though, that it's not connected there, so I wonder if we can have an idea that might fix that. What if we got a few of the trapdoors, and we can just do one of these, put you there, and that will probably solve our problem. In fact, I'm pretty confident in that, so much so that I'm not going to check. We're just going to do the other side. Really hope I'm doing the same thing on both sides, because that is something I'm prone to, not matching it on each side, and then when I go and look at it, it's just completely lopsided. And then, with that, I think we should have what we're looking for. Yeah, that, I think that's gonna work. And surprisingly, I think I got it right. I think it matches on both sides. Something a bit difficult. I want to see if we can get a lantern right there. So let's see if we can just fly by casually and drop a lantern. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. God, no! I really thought I had that. Let's try again. Ow. Ooh, we got it this time. Yeah! That wasn't difficult at all. Oh, hey, buddy. Nice outfit. Cool, we got a new type of villager. You looking good, not so green. And if we go around this way, look at you. Both of our villagers feeling perfectly fine. What happened to your... Oh, maybe I put the torch where I knocked out this block, but we'll keep you a torch, don't worry. And this isn't your final spot. We'll get a spot for you guys inside once I'm done. But for now, you will sleep in the outhouse, and you'll thank me for it. And tomorrow, I'm just going to do that, but we'll bring it across the entire thing. And that's going to take a while and a lot of wood, so hopefully I have enough. If not, we might have to run back. No problem. And by the way, this is one of those instances where this new building style where I just build it all and then I chop things out as I need them, I think this one is going to be... One hates to call it a waste of time, but the idea that I have, there's probably going to be something coming out the center and going up even higher, which kind of means we're just going to build this entire roof. Yes, roof. And we're going to end up like chopping out most of the center of it. So we'll see. I'll maybe leave a gap. Maybe I won't. See what kind of mood takes me. And ouch. Actually, same goes for right there. There's going to be another one of these facing in the other direction, intersecting. So this might be a waste, but I'm just going to go along the whole way. And then we can't forget you. We're going to need you right there. And while I'm thinking of it, and we go boop, there we go. Oh, I no longer need to remember. I'm in the zone, citizen. This is going pretty quick. I mean, I just started, talking is getting me out of the zone. Yep, okay. So I'm definitely putting a dent in it, but we're also definitely putting a dent in the mangrove wood. I think this is all I have left right here. So I think we might make it to the end of this day, and then it's going to be back to base for Operation Get More Mangrove Wood. Yeah, that's a working title. Alrighty, looks like that's as far as we're getting for now. So we'll put these down, fly back to base, and start working on these trees. Make sure we've got enough this time. So far, though, looking pretty good. Actually, it looks like a big barn right now. That'll change, don't worry. Also, we gotta get out of that, I don't want that area loaded in anymore. Our villagers are not safe currently. Sleep. Okay, so we haven't been back to base a lot, so of course these haven't been growing. But let's take what's here, and then we can use our magic bone meal to essentially fill my... Oh, I forgot a shulker box again. Why didn't you remind me, citizen? You know I'm gonna forget these things. Ooh, boy. I just really like, you know, breaking the durability in my elytra and using rockets. That's why I forget every time. Okay, so get a shulker box first. And is there a use for these mangrove roots? I don't see a need for them, so I've just been doing things like this, just chucking them into the ocean as we pass. But let me know. I guess we could use them for building at some point. Maybe. Don't really need moss carpet either. But if there's anything in particular that you think is a good use for mangrove roots, I'd be interested to know it. Also, did these guys survive? He's good in there. And you're looking good as well. Okay. See, I knew they'd be fine. You are our shulker box for mangrove wood. Drop a couple things off so we have more room in the inventory. Okay. Now we head back again, and this time we can actually collect all the wood that we need. And actually, we could stop right here, see what kind of goodies you hold. That should do some damage. Okay, nice. And we're just going to go nuts on these for a while, and hopefully this works. I don't see why it wouldn't. There we go. And then once we've got a decent amount for the shulker box, we can head back and keep at it. Hey fellas, you guys want some mangrove roots? Because I don't. Oh, come on. Come on, one more time, one more time. There we go. Yeah, enjoy. Don't say I never did anything for you. I've been at this all day so far, and I am nearly out of bone meal. I don't think we're gonna end up having enough with just the bone meal I got from the auto composter, because right now we've got about almost 8 stacks of logs. I'd really kind of just like 2 rows. Yeah, maybe we just finish this up and then we'll, I've got to have some bones lying around somewhere. And that's all the bone meal. So, you'll notice we have an impressive pile of stuff right here, and that's all for the horses and llamas. It's my way of showing appreciation. We did get a lot of sticks from that as well. We may as well just go sell those and repair our axe while we're at it. That's using the old noggin. Wake up, I need XP. There you go. You too, wake up. This is no time to sleep. That helped. Oh, bones, where? Whoa, okay. I thought we'd have some. I didn't think it would be that many. That should certainly help. Yeah, like 3.5 stacks. Okay, back to being a lumberjack, because I'm okay. Work all night and I sleep all day. No, it's the opposite. Whatever, I can't be bothered with these things. That's not just me, right? Whenever anybody hears lumberjack, they think of the lumberjack song. Please tell me someone gets it. Okay, I think we're nearly there. Ooh, we actually... Okay, like half a stack more and I think we'll be good, because it'll make all the difference. Actually doing a number on my axe. The old netherite axe has its limits. Okay, that's close enough. We're going to call that 2 rows and I'm happy. We are going to do the old trade all these sticks with the villagers one more time because my axe needs it. Just realized I probably could have been composting all of those mangrove roots, but honestly, not really worth the effort to me. Okay, go see our friends real quick. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's been all day. What does it take to get you guys to refresh? I mean, they do eventually, because you remember earlier in the video we were having trouble down here. Now he's fine. I've traded with you a couple times. So what's up with the stick boys? Yeah, look, it's right there. Right there. Never mind, I'll do something else. Actually, good thought. We'll do our usual trades down here, but let's take all of these as well. You can help heal up my axe. I don't know if I have extra lanterns laying around anywhere, but just in case, let's go down the line and max out on lanterns, because that's going to be, well, not the main. It's going to be one of the lighting elements over at the snow castle. Obviously, there's going to be a lot to do with the frog lights and glowstone and all that type of thing, but lanterns will have an important role to play as well. Nearly healed up all my tools as well, so not too shabby. And that's about 2 stacks of lanterns. Okay, so back we go. Into the sunrise. Oh, glorious. Glorious, I say. I always fly in and see this particularly tall part of the mountain, the peak we can call it. Would kind of be cool if, I mean, we've already got this from when we were getting the sheep up there. Maybe we build a stairway up that leads into the wall. I was thinking because of this mountain, it might be cool to have like a twisty, turny stairway around that. But that will come later when we're thinking about design. For now, let's just finish the task at hand. I don't want to admit how many times it's taken me just to try to land right here. All right, let's just plummet. I didn't even get hurt. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to work on this. I'm probably going to zone out, but I'd like to do this until at least this portion is all done. And then we can start thinking about the 2 side portions that I can't even see from here, but that is up next. Here we go. So that's most of it done, and obviously there's a hole there. That's because I realized halfway through this side, I didn't remember. This side, I remembered. We were going to try to make a tower or something coming out of the top of this, so why build it? I'm not sure how big it's going to be, but I don't want to just tear down, like, basically the entire middle section, so I'm just going to leave that open for now. The last thing I have that I want to do is, this is obviously the longer section that goes this way. We have a wider one that goes down the middle the other direction, so I'd like to figure out the setup for that. and also do the same thing. Same kind of roof on that one. Then we can probably take a breather and see what to work on next. Also, finally get rid of some of this, because look at us, we're fancy. We've got a cover on now. Why do you look like you're over there judging me and turning your back as soon as I say something? Again. I think for now, let's just replicate what we did over there. I'm not sure what happened, but for some reason I've got 2 here, 2 there. Can't remember why I did that, but I think let's just make it match that side. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of tear down here. There we go, that wasn't too bad. And then all we do is move this wall 1 out. So now this will be planks and this will be wall. And then I think we'll be even at that point with the other side. There we go. Now this one should be much easier because as you can see, these are kind of short walls. It's more of a, like an accent, in fact. Not really anything functional about this area. I just think it's gonna look really cool. Might have to move these though. And it's gonna be a bit offset, so we'll put the roof on this, and then we'll have to make some kind of entryway, and it's going to be on both sides over here as well. And same thing, we need to do the offset over here. This is definitely one of those moments when I'm just kind of freestyling. I have a plan, but it's mainly just going with whatever strikes me at the moment as a decent idea. Hopefully that works out for us. Okay, in any event, let's head up there and start working on this. And this portion at least should go pretty quick, I hope. We are going to have to figure out how this intersects with that one, and I think I know what I want to do, but we'll see if it works. There we go. It is getting easier because I'm more used to the pattern now, and I think all we need to do is just keep moving in until we hit that side, and we should be good. For example, yeah, that'll work. I think in some cases like this, we might have to take that out and do one of these. Yeah, beautiful. Just connects right up. There we go. I think that works. Let's do the other side, then we'll fly out and take a look at it from a distance. Typically a pretty good litmus test. There we are. Let's go take a look. So reveal, and there you go. It's starting to look like something. Nice. And I will admit, it looks like a barn right now. I get it. It's not going to when we're done. I think the tower is going to make all the difference. Plus, we're going to add other elements and details and all different kinds of stuff. It won't be a barn forever. Ooh, okay. We are, I think, done with both of those. So we are going to take another fly around, kind of do a 360 just to see how we're feeling. Actually, if I look from further away, hold on, gotta get higher. I'm not great with the elytra. That looks pretty cool. I like that. And if we go around, you'll see that it goes through to the other side. That is beautiful. Obviously, lots of details that still need to be done. But I think we're making great progress. Look at this. This was a barren mountain when we started. Now we've got our wool farm here. Great looking structure started out. Flattened out a lot of the terrain here. I am feeling quite productive. And really, it's just next up, what are we going to do? Because as I say, there's still a lot that we need to fill in. You'll notice, like this area here, that all looks very strange. Lots of things need to happen. It's just, do I finish this lower area or do we start on the big tower first? Because I think that might, I don't know, that might affect design decisions. I'll give it a quick think and then we'll decide on our next steps. I think next I'd actually like to lay out the foundation of this tower. Just, I want to make sure I know where it's going to be and that it all works. And by the way, guess what I'm thinking that tower is going to be made out of? That's right, something that we don't have nearly enough of. So we're gonna go back, do some more collecting, and then we can start on the tower that's gonna come out of the middle of that structure. May as well grab the dark oak while we're here as well. And now we get to spend some fun time here, because oh boy, do I enjoy this. Man, every time I do this, that is so weird. Ooh. Anyway, I am going to have to spend a bit of time here, but thinking about the amount of time we have left in this video, just about 30 days. I think that's enough to finish the snow castle. We also have to update the Legion platform, and I wonder if we'll have time to do a wither fight. I want to keep getting beacons. Be nice to get at least one more every video. We shall see. Okay, I think that should be enough for now. So let's head back and lay out the outline for this thing. So let's see, how's this gonna work? And yes, this is the part where we have to destroy a lot of our hard work. I always have trouble with things looking good in my head, and then when you get around to building it, yeah, like actually, this isn't right. You know what I mean, it just doesn't look like what you were expecting. And already what I have in mind isn't going to fit, so that is wonderful. What if instead I did that? That would be pretty small though. This is kind of painful because we, you know, obviously spent a lot of time doing that, and I think I'm gonna have to chop out this whole portion right here. Ooh boy. One step forward, 2 steps back. So there's the basic shape of what I'm thinking. Now it just has to go up, which means we're gonna be tearing out a bunch of the ceiling. And then once we have the shape there, I think I could just take the sides and like wrap it back in so it hugs each end of it. Either way, anything that's inside the border of the dark oak planks needs to go. So time for some destruction of all the hard work. I don't know if I like this building style, but to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to do this like thinking about it as I was building. I think you just gotta have the right amount of forethought, and away it goes. Good thing is, once we collect all this, I think it'll be enough to fill it back in from the areas where we're gonna need to do that. Okay, so let's at least build it up. And in case you're wondering, yes, it's supposed to be off-center. I want this whole thing to be a little bit uneven. I don't want it perfectly symmetrical. But what we'll do, I'm going to build it up at least to the tallest point of the roof, and then we can build that back into the sides and see how it looks. I think that's tall enough so I can fill in this area now, and then we can go back and take a look just to be sure it all fits in. Actually, that wasn't bad at all. I think it's just this one little spot down here left. I thought we'd be at that for much longer. All right, quick look from back here. So that's what we're thinking. You can see there's going to be a tower coming out of there. And yes, we have plenty of detailing ahead of us. But first, time for a nap. I have a feeling this video is going to be a bit lopsided, if that's the right word, because there was so much we were doing in the beginning that was more of like an active thing, where there was a lot to say about it. And now that we're in the thick of building this castle, there's a lot of just placing blocks. And there's only so many times you can say, yeah, check out these blocks. You like how I'm placing these blocks? So I might have to get creative. I mean, could be a good chance for some time lapses, maybe some Roman facts, even though you should have gotten a few of those already by now. But yeah, you know, I just don't want it to be too repetitive, so I think we'll do the majority of this, and then once again, I'll come back and check in with you. So quick check-in. I think I have the height that I want on the tower, and all I did was kind of capped the top, and then we're going to build a little, you know, it's almost like a house, but it's really going to be the top of the tower, and it's going to have a similar design to what we were doing down at that level. But just so we can take a look, let's go out once again, and there you go. That's what I'm thinking. Almost a clock tower feel to it, but we're actually going to have other things coming off the sides of it here. So kind of similar to how I did the bottom, we're going to be creating the main shape of it first, and then there's going to be a lot of detailing that we need to do. In fact, I wonder if we can make this more interesting. Just trying to make it more complex. So instead of just one going across, what if we had little sort of outcroppings or whatever you want to call these? And yeah, that might work. Let's do the whole thing and then see if it looks all right. Oh, hey, buddy. I think we're starting to get things spawning up there, because I heard... Oh, yeah. Hey there. We didn't light up that area. And... oh well, doesn't bother me. Okay, I think that's it. Let's take a quick look. Here we go. So there's the top. I like it. I don't know about you, but I am a fan. I like it. Next up, I wanted I think each of the sides are going to have some kind of balcony with its own little roof over it. So for instance, somewhere over here, we just have something coming out of the side, and we're going to keep this fairly simple because it's not really going to be functional, I don't think. It's more just because it'll look nice. Okay, so I think that should just about do it for the really simple bit right there. But that kind of thing, that middle part isn't supposed to be there. I used that to bridge. Ow. Anyway, I think you get the idea. There's going to be a lot of stuff like this around. I'm just going to keep building these. And then we'll have to come back around for another pass because we're going to be doing things like windows, adding frog lights, glowstone, all that kind of thing. Hey, more friends. At this point, I was ready to dig into the detailing work and spend about an hour flying around with my shulker boxes full of materials, adding in details wherever I thought things looked a bit bland. So for example, some of these balconies got walls added, and of course leaves, because leaves make everything look better. And perhaps most importantly, I started adding lighting elements to everything that I updated. I used glowstone for the windows, frog lights for accents on the roof, and really anything that would help it pop a little bit. At the top of the tower, I gave it the same treatment with some flora, walls, and frog lights, as well as completing the little house in the center with accents and lighting. I was surprised by mobs once or twice who very kindly reminded me of areas that I forgot to light up, so I thanked them and sent them on their way. I kept using the mangrove trapdoors as an accent around windows because I really like how it added a small bit of a different color to the large walls, and plus I think the design looks really nice. To ensure we didn't get mobs spawning on the roof, I threw down some lanterns and then slept through the night. I kept this part in because, I mean, come on, look at the beautiful transition to the dawn. Stunning. Anyway, I wrapped up by filling in some of the missing areas of the walls with similar designs. And once again, I think things are starting to look really nice. Alrighty, we just spent about 5 days detailing and adding things in. I have not really looked at it fully from the outside, especially at night. So now that we put in a lot of different things, there's lighting all over the place. I did a bunch of detailing. I mean, you'll see, but it is nighttime. Let's go out and take a look. And we're leaving from the one spot I didn't get to finish fully yet. And cool, it's snowing. That should help. So let's fly out and see what we're looking at now. Oh yeah, look at that. All the lighting is really starting to help. So you'll see a few of the areas has started to fill in. A little bit more detail has been added. Still some that needs to happen down there, like more windows and lighting and things like that. But I think it's starting to really come together. And there are a ton of mobs out there. So we better go up here, excuse me. Ow. Because I don't want my villagers taken out, so we'll clear the mountaintop for us. And take a little nap up here, and then it should clear out, but like I said, I think that's coming together really nicely. And I think once a lot of the bigger areas here that aren't lit up get windows added and things like that, it's really going to start to look nice. It already looks nice, but nicer. It actually doesn't look half bad in the morning light either. Alright, so here is the plan, citizens. Couple more details I'd like to add while I'm here. And since time is limited, I've got to kind of choose what I'd like to add before the end of the video. Then I think we're going to have to go to the Nether because I'd like to make something out of quartz. And while I have some, I don't have enough. While we're there, we'll see if we can get enough skulls for a wither fight. And hopefully the next 15 days will be enough for all of that because I want to save the last 5 days or so to update the Legion platform. So that being said, let's replicate what we did there over on the other side right here, and then maybe 1 or 2 more things after that. I'm hoping this side is a little bit easier because now I have the other side as a template, and that's not going to help, is it? Because this isn't the same size. Okay. Oh wait, it's just because I already have this here. Okay. Don't mind me, citizen. We've got this covered. And I've already forgotten what I did on the other side. I should really like take a screenshot or something and just have it up on the other monitor so that I don't run into this every time. In fact, that's not a bad idea. Okay, now it should be easier. Something's not quite right though because I don't have enough space to do exactly what I did on the other side. Okay, hold on. I think this one just might be a little bit shorter. I think that's what it is. Okay, I think we're doing all right. I think this is what we did on the other side. And yes, these trapdoors are quite expensive and I keep running out. I do think we'll use quite a bit, so why don't we just go nuts? I am Roman after all, and we are known for our wealth, in case you didn't know. Yeah, strange brag, I know. I have so much mangrove. It's the new Chad thing to say. It's snowing a lot, and for the first time in a while, I actually don't mind all the precipitation. There we go. I think we did it right. Or as right as we could, anyway. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do Well, first of all, clean up this, which does give me an idea. Remind me, when we finish, I should put some carpets in here because we also have the wool for it now. Anyway, I think there's room up here for a chimney now. And fortunately, this doesn't have to be anything fancy. Could be able to get away with something like this. I don't know if I want it to be one, more than one. How does that look? We go right over here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Although the campfire should be one block lower. I don't think we should see a fire at the top of a chimney. So give me that. And then if we put you down there, that should be better. Yep, that seems to be looking better. Hey, what? What did I do to you? You got something to say to me, punk? This is my mountain. Where did you go? Yeah, you got beef? Suddenly nothing to say. That's what I thought. Unbelievable. Anyway, looking great. I want to do one more tower, but for that, I did want to use a little bit of quartz. So let's run to the nether, do a little bit of collecting, and see what kind of damage we can do there with the, again, limited time that we have. And then we can move on. Probably makes sense to do a little organizing while we're here. There we go. Okay, so... yeah, I think I do have some, so we can come back and whatever we find we'll combine with this, but it's, like I said, not enough. So as much quartz as we can find, and we'll go on the hunt for wither skeletons. Then we'll come back and finish the build. Alrighty, in we go. Now, important question, does anybody remember where the nether fortress is? And seeing as we're here, no time like the present to get started on this. So one... let's call it a vein of nether quartz gets me about half a stack. That's not terrible. And I think the nether fortress was off in this direction, so we'll just see what we can find on the way. Ooh, like all of that. Let's make a little platform to catch everything as we take it out of the ceiling. There we go. I think that should do the trick. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Oh, hey, Ghast. Oh, goodbye, Ghast. Fortunately, this stuff isn't exactly rare, so it should make my job easy. Geez, this one just keeps going. All right, so just those few spots there, that's 3.5 stacks-ish. Not bad, not bad. The unfortunate part about the nether quartz is I'm pretty sure 4 of those makes 1 block. So if you want to think of it that way, we kind of are going to have to divide anything we get by 4. Well, that's looking pretty nice up there. And last time I was here, you were all upset with me. Are we cool now? Steady, steady. I'm not here for gold, but I'm also not here for gold. Okay, so not too bad on all of that. Let's take a break from that and see if there are any wither skeletons around. And yeah, I kind of forgot we tried to spawn-proof some portion of this. Whoa, also forgot how annoying you were. And much like our previous attempts, there's a lot of blaze, a lot of piggies running around, but no wither skeletons. But I remember we had some luck by going from this area and then flying over to the one that's next to it, which I think is right over this hill. Yep. And that kind of helps them spawn in and out of existence. So I will try this for, you know, not too long. We don't have a lot of time to spend. Hello, boys. And then after a bit, we will head on back. Ooh, I got one. Ooh, boy. Hey, there's number 2. Nice. You just killed a wither skeleton. Those are supposed to be for me. Yeah, same goes for you. I'm starting to run low on rockets, but I'd hate to leave the nether when I've got 2 wither skeleton skulls and I only need 1 more. Get out of here. There you are. Thought there was another one. That was a miss. Well, hello. You just lining right up for me. I really appreciate that. Yes, look what I see. 3 wither skeleton skulls. So, we're good on that. We've got nearly 8 stacks of nether quartz. I'm hoping that's good enough, which to me means we can head back. Get out of here. I'm trying to talk about what we're gonna do next. And get what we need out of the nether quartz, decide when we would like to do a wither fight, marvel at the fact that we're surrounded by 3 ghasts shooting at us all at once. That's just wonderful. Yep. Let's leave. Let's get out of here. Anyway, yeah, let's get out of the nether and then we can keep talking. Alrighty. Productive trip, but I'm ready to go back. So with all the quartz we got, yeah, so 4 of these equals 1 stack of a block of quartz. So not as much as I'd like. I kind of want to leave this here too, just in case we need it for anything else. So took what we had in there, and I now remember or realize why we have so many bones in here. All the times we had to do that to find 3 wither skeleton skulls results in a lot of coal and bones. And don't let me forget, we're going to put these in here for now in the valuables chest. And then when we need them, we know where they are. So we can now grab all of this and head back over for potentially the last structure build that we're going to have time for. We'll see. We might have time for more, but I think we're going to have to spend most of the rest of the time detailing, doing the wither fight, and then updating the, where to go? The Legion platform. Right there. And I'm trying to decide where I'm going to build this thing. How about right over here? And I want mostly quartz pillars for this, I believe. Actually, we might be able to save a little bit on the quartz if we start by using stone brick down by the bottom, because you probably won't see it quite so much. And you guessed it, this is going to be another tower. I'm hoping this is going to look good. Instead of the dark oak, I'm going to switch to the mangrove planks here, just so we have something a little bit different. There is a chance that I'll have to start working through the night, so maybe it's not a bad idea to add the lighting I had in mind to this exterior area, so we can at least make it a bit safer out here. Let's see what we can do with some of this. And I'm hoping we can do something simple and it will look nice. My thought is we can use the frog lights and just cover them in trapdoors and just have those all over the place. That way it's going to kind of spread the light around and we can use different color frog lights. I think it'll fit with the theme, but still look pretty good. I don't want to get too complicated because these are going to be all over the place. I also want it to look good. That's pretty nice. Looks like it wouldn't stand though, like it needs a better base like that. Yeah, I think that'll do. Let's try to replicate that. There we go. So we just need to kind of take those all the way around. And like most things around here, they're not really going to be equal or even all the way around. Just kind of placed at random distance. And it's not because I'm lazy and don't feel like counting. Whoever told you that, don't listen to them. And it's getting dark. I want to keep working. Let's temporarily just place these around. Maybe that'll stop some of the spawning. So far, they seem to be doing an okay job. I haven't seen anything spawn in yet. Oh, never mind. There's one right over there. We might do something on the inside of the wall, like just frog lights all over the place, kind of like the outside, because it just looks like closer to the wall it's not working. But let's at least get this finished up. A little light combat under the stars while we build. It's never going to hurt anybody, right? Am I right, my friend? These, on the other hand, might hurt somebody, like all of my hard work. Maybe we put a couple out here. It's definitely showing us where we're going to need more light. It's the benefit. And it's already becoming morning. That night went by very fast. And I am not done yet. I guess it's a good thing we're doing this now. We're probably going to have to work through most of the rest of the nights. Okay, that part is at least done. And I don't think we'll do any more of those, but what we should do, and we'll actually mix it up a little bit here. In some areas, maybe we'll just do something like this. And we'll just do that all the way around the wall at different spots. And it doesn't have to be a corner, actually. We could just do something like that. There we go. Now we've got those lining the wall. And next we're going to take the frog lights. And there's some areas where we've got light at the wall and we've got it surrounding the inner circle there, so it's closer there. But then this middle area, I don't know if it's going to be totally lit up. And I think there's areas over there where it's even more intense. So maybe we kind of just go around and place frog lights in the snow, and that'll kind of make up for any areas where there's not quite enough light. At least that's my hope. I don't know if this is going to work. It's also a bit more difficult to tell now that it's daytime, but we can always test it out at night. There we go. Definitely a lot more light around here now. And it also means we can get back to working on the new tower. I kind of forgot I was going to use this glow lichen too. I wonder if we can just put that in the odd spot around here. Wait, can't go there. There we go. I don't know if it grows naturally or if you just have to bone meal it, but I'm curious what it would look like if we just kind of spread it around here. And somehow it's already almost night again. That 20-minute cycle just flew by trying to get all this stuff put up. But it does mean we can give it a test, am I right? One of these days, you're going to turn your back, and I'm going to have Choppy Boy out, and it's not going to turn out well for you. Oh, now you're paying attention. Interesting. Anyway, I don't even know where I put that tower. Oh, it's right here. Blends in. So let's keep working on this, and we will keep a lookout to see if there's any areas that need a bit more light, like the one I'm standing in. But actually, so far, they just look like they're spawning out there. I don't see any in here, which is a good sign. Not exactly sure how tall I want this thing to be, but we should at least be able to see it from the other side, which we'll be able to now. I also think not as tall as that. We might be actually at about a good height because we are gonna do a little bit more at the top, so maybe we just use what we have. We've got the quartz bricks as well, so maybe we can do something like that all the way around. And then I think this is a good time to change it up a little bit. So instead of the mangrove stairs and stuff for the roof, we can maybe use deep slate, and I don't have a stone cutter up here. But we could take a quick look. That's what I'm thinking for the tower, and so far, so good. We'll need to add some windows going down to light that bit up, and maybe change something there, but coming along. Wait, did I have a stone cutter? Where did it go? Okay, it's in one of these. There you are. Okay, so now that we have that, we'll do the same style that we're used to. It's just going to be a different color scheme, if you want to call it that. And by the way, I didn't see one mob in here all night. I mean, I might have missed it, but I think we did a pretty good job lighting up everything inside the wall. There we go. Now we should be good here. I think, yeah, one up there just to stop mobs from spawning. Okay, let's take a look at that. So I think we're good there. Just need to add some light to the sides. And that's probably going to be a lot easier from the inside, because I can just stand right here in the middle and do the same thing on each side. Well, kinda. This is a pain to have to do it that way. There we go, and it's actually going to save us on glowstone too, because we only need to add it one time. It's going to do all 4 sides for us. Aren't we smart? Yeah, I think that should do what we need. So let's go take a look. There we go. There's the new tower. The one spot that we forgot was right over here, and maybe we do something a little bit different with this, because we used glowstone everywhere else, and you'll notice we're going to have 3 openings here. And guess what else we have 3 of? That's right, it's the frog lights again. I didn't build that farm for nothing. We can go all the way down with each color and get ourselves a really nice set of windows. Why is that uneven? There we go, I think. There we go, much better. Same treatment over on the other side. There we go. Now, while I'm thinking about it, the exterior is looking pretty good. Inside, not bad. I think everything we did out there helps in here, but obviously that is an eyesore. So I think let's just kind of make a floor for that area, and that should be quite easy. But what should it be made out of? I think mangrove. I think that'll match with everything else then. So excuse me, buddy, if I go right up here, I think if we just do it at that level, well, maybe one higher, right there. Yeah, let's see how this ends up looking. And maybe someday we build like a ladder going up there, or find a use for it. Right now, I don't really have a use for it, but that could be like a cool astronomy tower at some point. Okay, that kind of covers it up. Let's see what it looks like from down there now. Ow. Okay, a bit weird, but it's definitely better than seeing up into there. I mean, at some point, I could probably just put a second floor here and completely cover from like there up. And that could be the second floor. We could do something else up there. Not going to have time for it this video, but it's good to know we've got the space if we ever want to come back to this. And finally, because I have not used any of the wool yet from the wool farms, I'm going to take a look in here. About 2 stacks. Is that all of them? A little over 2 stacks. That's not bad. So we can use some of this to decorate a bit. And I think blue is probably a good one. We'll grab some light blue. Man, all of this is just new stuff that I've never had before in this world. Cyan, is it the same thing there? Gonna kind of stick to the cool colors. And maybe some red too, because, you know, Rome. There we go. Grab some black. Okay, so with those, start making some carpets. I think we can add some of that around here. It might be nice. There we go. So now, like, by the entryway, because it's so cold outside, you want something to rub your feet on, wipe the snow off. We got you covered. And then I need to move him and the other one that's probably frozen to death by now out there. And maybe they could each take one of these sides over here. They're the, you can be the doorman. You can take people's coats, ask them to wipe their shoes on the carpet. Oh, you'd love it. We could even make a nice little carpeted area. Be red on one side, black on the other. The problem is going to be getting them in here. Could probably tempt them with a job block. Actually, maybe we go back and drop some of this stuff off and then bring back a loom or two. Because, I mean, look at where you are. I think it only makes sense that you guys become shepherds. Let's just use a bit more of the carpet while we're here. There you go. Lovely design for the center. And then we can probably go down both sides and do the same, or, you know, something similar, except we got to move you first. Yeah, let's do that. Let's head back to the base, drop some stuff off, and then we'll come back with job blocks and see if we can get these guys moved. Off we go. And I think for a loom, it just takes string. And I think, yep, I am right about that. So let's make 2 of those and see if we can convince those 2 to go into their spots without incident. All right, so you I'm not as worried about because we can basically force you into one of the spots. There we go, so kinda nowhere to go for that guy, except over to his loom. All right, now you're gonna be the easy one, right? You're just gonna do as you're told. And the answer to that is no. Come on, do you not see the job block over there? It's right there for you. Hey, look what I got. Right there, it's right there. Yep. Haha, we gotcha. There's one down. We can get rid of this eyesore finally. There we go. Now for the difficult part. I wonder, because he's been out in the cold this long, I wonder if he'll just want to run into the nice, warm, cozy, beautiful house. In fact, look at this. I'm gonna put this right inside, and I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? But okay, you're free. Yep, you're running off to nowhere. Let's try this more directly. Look at that. Ooh, nice and shiny, isn't it? He could not care less. I know, the frog lights are wonderful. I spent a lot of time getting them, but you're not at all interested in that job block that's 2 blocks away from you? Okay, different idea. It's nighttime. I bet I know what you want. Ooh, look at that. A bed, yeah. You know you want it, but you can't have it. Oh wait, look, now it's in there. That's right. Oh, you can't get past the carpet because of your big noggin. However, we're not done with our journey yet. Now it's over here. Come on. And finally, it's in there. Oh, you can't get to it. Ugh. Here you go, right in there. Sucker. That's my bed. You think I'd let you have my bed? That's why I'm in charge. Alrighty, so we've got 2 shepherds that are also the doormen, and they can check in and out guests as they come to visit, and I think they're gonna do just fine. And actually, you know what I forgot? We were going to replace these with the color of wool that the sheep is, because you can't tell when they've been sheared, and that's kind of annoying. So let's go around to each one, check which kind it is, and replace this block so that we know what's what. There we go, that's one side done. Onto the other. And there we go. Now they all kind of indicate which type of sheep is there. A lot easier than opening all of these and guessing what's in the box, what's in the chest. What's in the box? All right, so I think we're just about wrapped up here. We've got about 10 days left, and we're going to use that time to fight the Wither, get an additional beacon, and update the Legion platform. Once we get to the end of the video, we'll do the big reveal of the finished build here, as well as take a final count of the Legion to see where we're at and how many new armor stands we need. All right, let's get to it. I'm collecting things for the Wither fight, and yes, we're gonna do the eggs again, but I also remembered I had leftover dye, so maybe we don't need 1,000 yellow shulker boxes. We can actually use these to get a bit more variety. There we go, that's looking better. Still 3 yellow, so at some point maybe, but it's definitely better than it used to be. Alrighty, I think we are ready. Actually, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. Ooh, look at me. That's right. Double totems. I'd be invincible. Also, we're so close to the end of the video. I don't think I said hi to any of you yet. How are you doing in there? At some point, we need to expand this, give them more room, and we kind of have to go for the rare blue axolotl, don't we? Not necessarily looking forward to that. I think that'll take quite some time, but not on this day. All right, let's go down to the mine so that we may collect our beacon from the Wither. And yes, that's my way of saying slaying the Wither because I'm so cool. Now, which way was our area that we had prepared for this? Kind of a lot of ways we could go. I think that's it. Yep, this is it. So there's been a bit of damage down here, and this is where the fight will take place. Here is our escape tunnel if we need it, which you can kind of tell the Wither has before this tried to break in. Let's just build a couple extra little escape routes so we can flank the wither. It pays to use strategery. Okay, now we need to fill up the chicken holes. Sounds like a medical condition. Oh yeah, you know, I got chicken holes. Well, stop running into the eggs then. And in case you haven't seen any of the previous wither fights, in which case shame on you, go watch them. But the reason we do this is because if a wither kills a mob, such as a chicken, then it drops a wither rose, and I just like to have those on hand. They can make nice traps, or they could be used in different kinds of farms. So anytime we do a wither fight, we do this, just to get any wither roses we can while the option is available. Not to mention, the chickens kind of have it coming. Do we really want to let them grow up to be convicts? Or should we do the merciful thing and just turn them into something useful right from the get-go? Yeah, that sounds pretty harsh, but remember, these are chickens we're talking about. Alright, nearly there. There we go. That's the last one there, and decent amount in there. A couple did escape, and a couple were smart enough to get stuck in this other hole. You want to just get right in there, please? Thank you. Okay, and then if we build it right here, that should ensure maximum damage on all of them. And much like previous wither fights, we're gonna kind of take the chance out of this and just play it safe, because that's the way we do. So as soon as we spawn the wither, we will run into our tunnel back there, hit it from afar. Then when we're ready, we'll take our golden apple, jump in with Razzle Dazzle, and get down to business. Alright, are you ready for this, citizens? Yep, me too. Let's do this. And we watch from back here as hopefully the chickens go boom boom. And boom! Okay, I get it. You're scary. Man, look at the damage this bow does. Almost to the halfway point already. Nice. Why do you always follow me? Let's just take a golden apple because we can, and then... Do we have any wither roses yet? We do. Last time, I think we let them get destroyed ahead of time, and that wasn't great, so I'm gonna collect them, and we're just gonna hide for a second, and take a couple shots, get you to the halfway point. There we go. He's ready. Another golden apple, and Razzle Dazzle time. Hey, buddy. Oh, you don't like that? Well, that's a shame, because I do. And that's all it takes right there. Appreciate the nether star. Thank you very much. Ow. Nom 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 nom. Jeez, that lasts for a while. And there we go, finally. Now, yes, we did miss a couple roses. Look at that. Every time we turn... Ooh, somehow I missed that. But look at this. Every time we look at the redstone, watch what happens to the screen. The whole thing goes red. That's so weird. Let's get rid of that. And the chickens did seem to perform their duty decently. We got over a stack of roses. That's not bad at all. But yeah, nice. I'm happy with that. Let's fill this in for the next fight. There we go. We've got a new hole over here for the chickens. I am quite pleased with that. We got over a stack of wither roses, our new nether star. And once again, the wither did not stand a chance. Now, as for you up there, why don't we use Cleopatra's silk and... Ooh, hello! Look at all of that. Wow, it just keeps going. This is nuts. Are you seeing this, citizen? It just keeps going. I have never seen this many in one spot. Wow. That is 21 diamond ore in one spot. I have never, ever seen that many. It's not like I really need diamond, but that is just insane. I didn't even know that could happen. I did not know that was a possibility. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so quite a good haul. Whew, I'm happy with that. Let's head back up. And up we go. And as far as the nether star is concerned, or soon to be the beacon, there's a couple things we can do with it. I'm just putting these right in there. Nice. And now we're up to a little over 2 stacks of the wither roses. That's pretty nice. Anyway, though, as far as that is concerned, we could just put it right out front in front of the house, because that's where we already have a couple different beacons. Now we've got one more. We could... Wow, that is bright. We could bring it over to the snow castle. Don't really see a need for that. But as far as the base is concerned, I don't think we really need anything else here. So instead, I'm kind of thinking we put it up at the arena. I could always, you know what, I could have it on standby for any sort of mining we need to do. Let me check what I've got up here. This might be a good spot for it. I think I wanted to add one up here before and I just didn't have enough. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and we've only got one currently, and that's doing strength and regen. We could add resistance. Yeah, let's put it here. And come on, come on. Boom, there we go. So if we did resistance here, don't think I need regen twice, so probably just resistance 2 and then lock that in. So now when we're doing fights here, we've got regen, resistance 2, and strength. And you'll notice this is one of the reasons we used wither roses, so that when creepers come out, since they like those corners, they're just going to stand there by the wither rose. And because they're really smart, they're just going to keep doing it. And eventually, that takes them out. So it's kind of just a little trap we have for the mobs over here. And now that we're really just kind of incredibly buff, we could... okay, that was close. I thought it would be easier to take that creeper out. Oh, he's just going right into the wither roses. Okay. But yeah, nice. So now we're doubled up here. We're kind of the super Roman anytime we're up here. I think maybe next video we do in this world, we get another beacon, and that one we can keep on standby for any sort of mining that we need to do, because it'll go a lot faster, especially if we're going to clear out the mine down there a little bit more. I think that would be quite helpful. And thinking about it, I used a lot of rockets this video. We've got 9 days. I think that's enough time to do the Legion platform, finish up the snow castle, and maybe a little bit of collecting here. Makes me nervous when this isn't all just full of rockets, so let's do a little bit of rocket creation, which first part of that, easy enough. We'll just take a run through here, collect all of the sugarcane, and yes, I know I should create an auto sugarcane farm. And now that we have that in hand, we can fill up on paper, and that was nearly enough to do it fully 2 times. Pretty close. Almost 6 stacks of paper, so not bad there. Keep that in here, and then let's go to our gunpowder farm, or otherwise known as creeper farm, which let's see if I can remember where it is. I know it's in the ocean somewhere over here. I'm just not sure exactly where. I remember we need to pass this. You've got to be kidding me. Do you remember these? We left this guy out here hundreds of days ago, and he's still there. I cannot believe that. Oh, well, we'll keep him there for hundreds of days to come, I guess. Ooh, I think I see it. There you are. There's the creeper farm. So all we need to do is spend a bit of time up here. Oh, no. Hey, I landed on this. Nice. Oh, which doesn't help. I blocked that off. Why do I even have this scaffolding here if it's not necessary? Questions for another day. And boom. Yeah, so let's just spend 5 or 10 minutes here. I think that'll be plenty. Then we can collect all of the gunpowder and head back, make more rockets. I'll just feel a lot better then. All right, impatience strikes again. Let's see how we did down here. And there we go. Look at that. And yep, it's still working. And it doesn't help to be impatient. There really wasn't a ton in here. That should be enough for a decent amount though. Can you speed it up in there, please? Okay, that should be good enough. No idea which way is home. Let's hope it's this way. That seems familiar. Hey, I was right. Look at that. Okay, so with that, and what we have in here, we can make... Oh yeah, look at that. That's plenty. Some left over for later, and 1 full row of rockets. Feeling a lot better about that. Next up, we need to do some work over here, and I need to collect some materials first off, because as you see, we need we need armor for all of these, as well as armor stands, so I've got some things to create there. I'm holding off on the final count because I think by the time I get to this, I'll get to a nice, even rounder number. So let's start making this stuff, and then we'll see how many we actually need. Then I might add a couple design elements to this. I don't know how much time we'll have for all of that, but let's at least start making extra armor stands, and then we'll check how much armor we have on hand to dress our legionaries appropriately. Now I have 4 in here, so that's a little bit of a start. And we need smooth stone, which I actually have a lot of. I didn't know that. This part is going to be easy. And of course, we'll need sticks to see how many we can make there. And that is 44? Is that right? Believe it or not, we may need more than that. So let's fill up on sticks. And there we go. That'll give us as many as we can make with that amount of smooth stone. 64, 66, I think, is now how many we have. And that should be enough. Now, how are we doing on armor? Let's just put everything in here for now. And this is what we've been picking up from all of the enemies of Rome. So we'll take everything we've got. I'm assuming we'll need to make more. We may even upgrade our Centurion out there, especially since we just found so many diamonds, but we'll see. And out of curiosity, I wonder if there's any more up at the arena. Maybe mobs have dropped things up there and it was collected by the auto system, but I don't remember. And if you didn't see us build this, once again, shame on you. Go watch that video, watch us build it. Then you should know that in here, there's a little secret lever. And if we hit that, it opens our little door to the inner workings of this beast. And this is the part we didn't finish. As you can see, a lot of the collection is empty. So right now it's only the central portion that's actually collecting anything at all. And we have a minecart stopped down there. Great. Anyway, this is the box and we've got a couple things, not a lot. I'll take the gunpowder though, and the leads. Why are there leads up here? Guessing we had a couple llamas meet some misfortune. And while I'm here, can we fix that minecart? I don't want to get run over. Just stay right on this path. Believe it or not, this is pretty accurate to like the Colosseum. I mean, not the space that we have, but there was a lot of things going on under the ground, under the Colosseum. So that part, at least, were kind of accurate. And yeah, I think they probably had powered mine carts and things to collect the drops of all the lions and whatever else happened to be fighting in the arena. And after those go back, if we push it one more time, I think that'll kick it off again, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Okay, so a little bit more. Let's head back out, close that up. Oh, hey, buddy. What's that? You want to go for a swim to put out that fire? If you insist. Let's follow him down. Oh, he didn't make it. Alrighty, so... yeah, I really don't think... I mean, I know this isn't going to be enough. So we're going to be crafting a few things to make up for that. But first, let's go start laying out the armor stands just to see what the general configuration is going to look like. And you might remember, since it's been so long since we've been in this world, right now we've got 5 back here, plus the Centurion up at the front. So that was when we had 6,000 subscribers. And that was the goal. Every time we got 1,000 more subscribers, we would add 1 more armor stand, or 1 more legionary. Now, as I said, we're going to hold off on a final count, but I'll tell you that it's definitely, we need more than 50 stands now. So big thanks to everybody out there that subscribed since we put this Legion stand together. Really appreciate you and happy that you're in the Legion. So, knowing that it's over 50, I say we turn this row of 5 into one that is at least 5 deep, and then I want to see how much space we've taken up. And yeah, 1 between seems good. I don't really want them staggered. I think this will look better. Okay, so there's a 5x5. There's our 25. And then let's skip 1 and start again here. It's 35. This should make 45. Then maybe up closer to the front, we have more of like the elite guard. And there we go. That makes 50, I think. I'll count again. Yeah, so in total now there's 51, including you. So we will have to add a couple more, but I like this configuration. Let's take a look from up there. There we go. So that seems logical to me. That seems like a logical grouping. And of course, we need to get them kitted out and get armor on all of them. And then depending on time, I might add a couple things like a tent or a little shop or whatever it might be, a supply house. First though, let's start adding armor because I have a feeling we're going to have to make a lot of extra armor. So let's see what we got. I think the advanced guard up here is going to get the enchanted items that I happen to have. There we go. Unfortunately, you don't get anything enchanted because I am out. And let's just run around and throw the rest of this stuff on everybody out here. You know what, though? You can have a golden chest plate. That's nice, too. There we go. There we go. Everybody get dressed quickly. Be ever vigilant, Roman. The Gauls could attack at any moment. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, I need so much more armor. It's like, yeah, nowhere near enough. So let's go see what we've got. Ooh, wait, I missed one. There we go. You can have those. Yeah, I think we just need to craft a ton of iron armor. We can probably put together some gold, some leather. I just need to grind through that. We need so much. And of course, I have very little gold. Is there time to go to the gold farm? Yeah, let's do it. I'd like a lot of that to be gold armor. I don't want it to just be like a sea of iron armor. And it's about to turn night anyway, so let's spend the night AFKing at the gold farm. Then we'll bring all that back. Tomorrow we can make a ton of armor. Luckily too, look at this. Now that as soon as we come out of the portal, we're right here, just ready to AFK. And this thing is up high. I don't remember being... Why didn't I just fly up here? Okay, there we go. So night lasts about 10 minutes. Let's stand up here for 10 minutes, see how much gold that gets us, and we will turn every piece into armor. Why did I say that weird? Into armor. There we go. See you in 10, citizen. All right, that's about 10 minutes. Let's go take a look. Ooh, yeah, I can hear them, the entity cramming I hear going on in there. And that's not terrible. About 3 stacks each, and none in that one for some reason. That's a... No, I already got that one. Never mind. Okay, so there you go. That's what 10 minutes does for the gold farm. That's not terrible at all. Let's go see what that does for our armor situation. So at least one stack of ingots. Here we go, a stack and 25, which we could probably use for, I don't know, let's say 8 boots. Pants are a little bit more expensive. Maybe helmets, couple pants, couple of the chest plates, and that's all we can do. Not terrible. Could be better, could be worse. Why did I think we had more leather than that? It can make a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I thought, why not make it a red leather tunic and leather cap? Because Rome, of course. And let's do the rest with iron. This we kind of have an unending supply of, so I'm not too worried if we need to fill things out a little bit. It's just I didn't want everybody in the same exact gear. Okay, let's see what this does for us. It's already looking better, look at that. Back straight, Legionary. You never know when the Emperor is going to come for inspection. Let's give the ones at the front the dyed leather stuff, because it'll help them stand out a little bit. The rest I'm kind of just spreading around at random. I don't know what it is, but you know what this is reminding me of? All of the soldiers of Rohan getting kitted out at Helm's Deep. And it might be because it's just a hodgepodge of all this random stuff that I've got them wearing. And it's the same kind of thing, just like whatever they had in their shed, or, you know, stuff that hadn't been worn in ages, barely fits. But that's not important. This is the Roman army, and it doesn't matter what they're wearing, they're gonna win. Now, unfortunately, this is the last little bit here. I think we've still got a lot of work to do after this. So we're gonna do that again. Not the gold, I think we're fine with gold now. We'll do more with iron. I'll see if I can find more leather. And then so I don't miss anybody, I think we'll start from the front, make sure these guys are all fully equipped. Then we'll go row by row and do it that way. Now, when I say find more leather, oh, there we go. Okay. I almost thought we were going to have to cull the herd over here, which might still happen. So why don't we breed all of you? Because we don't want to get too short on our cow friends. Okay, so that's helping. And then same thing, we'll just dye them some different colors. There we go, that should add some variety. And I don't know how much this has been running with the amount of time we've been spending here. Oh yeah, it's been running. Let's take all of that. And this round, I think we'll get close. Let's start with helmets and boots, because those are the cheapest. Then once all of our legionaries are good on that front, we can move on to other stuff. By the way, why am I doing all of this? Shouldn't this be the quartermaster's job? Why is the head of the Roman army going and collecting? I mean, I guess it shows that you're a good general doing this kind of thing for all of your soldiers, but I hope you appreciate it there. That's right, Mr. Gold Helmet. Okay, who still needs boots? Same for helmets. Okay, so I was wrong. We still need quite a bit. Okay, let me just do the same thing. I'm going to grind through this night, and then I'll check in, and we'll let you know what the progress looks like. Okay, I think we got them all, citizen. Let me know if you see any missing anything, and you'll notice some of them got full iron armor. In fact, a decent amount of them did, but I think everybody is fully covered. Kind of proved the Romans, everybody's got to be covered. And now that's, what did we say, 51? Yeah, 51. So I can tell you, I'm looking at the subscriber count right now, and as I'm recording, we're at 57,956. So don't tell anybody, but I think we're gonna cheat a little bit. Obviously, that's when I'm recording. I think by the time I'm done editing and this gets published, I think we'll be at 58,000. So we're gonna make sure that there are 58 legionary armor stands. So we need 7 more. Let's do, actually this should work out well. Or wait, no, not like that. We'll do 4 here, kind of staggered there, and then 3 more. And then assuming I can count, I hope that we now are at 58 armor stands. And let's see what we have left. I put a little bit in the chest over here, and as you can see, I didn't need a lot of the iron helmets that I needed, or that I created. Still more in here, so, and I don't need any flack about not melting these back down. I don't need an iron nugget. I literally have stacks of blocks of iron. So these guys are definitely going to be all iron. And in a second, we'll know what we still need. Still too many iron helmets. So we need 5 boots, 6 chest plates, and 1 pair of pantaloons. Easy enough. So we can easily make that. There we go. And actually, while we're here, I did want our, I keep saying Centurion. I don't think that's 100% accurate based on the amount of legionaries we have out there, but I do want our Centurion to stand out. So we're going to go ahead and make a diamond armor set. There we go. We should be good. And as the sun sets on this day, we have our full and accurate Legion platform that is showing our 58,000 strong Legion. And because you're now leading 58,000 legionaries, I grant you upgraded diamond gear. We need a name for our Centurion. I'm going to name you Agrippina. Our Centurion is Agrippina the Younger. And I'm gonna bequeath some of Agrippina's old gear to you. There we go. And with that, we are calling the Legion platform updated. Agrippina has done me proud, and indeed all of the legionaries have done me proud. But of course, I have all of you to thank, so thank you very much for joining the Legion. And at this point, there's only a couple days left, and I did remember there were a couple things I kinda forgot to do over at the Snow Castle. So I'm gonna work on getting just a couple things. It's really not a lot that I forgot. And then we'll go make those updates, we can do the reveal, and we can wrap up. All right, think I got what I need. Let's head back over. We have to appreciate that one more time. Look at that. One day this is gonna be overflowing, and we're gonna have to build it bigger. Actually, on the way over, that reminds me of something. The goal right now is 100,000 subscribers. What should I do when we hit 100K strong in the Legion? I had some ideas, like I could do like a Q&A video maybe. You ask questions, I can give you the answers to those. Or I could take recommendations on what to build next in this world. I could release world downloads maybe, so let me know your thoughts. What do you think we should do in celebration of reaching 100K subscribers? With that though, one of the thoughts I had, how would it look to have stained glass kind of hanging off, almost like it was icicles? That looks good, that looks a little bit weird, so I think we can only put them on parts that aren't going to connect elsewhere, which is quite limited, really. Hopefully, though, the effect overall is going to be worth it. There we go, so just a little bit something extra. I mean, you might not even notice it, but at least we tried. Also, the wool gives me an idea. I am going to bring just a little bit back, so I think it'll come in handy for the Legion platform. Let's do that really quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so first up, how would it look if we tried to put a tent in the back here? Just something really simple. Just something like that. So now, if we look back there, got a little command tent or whatever you want to think of it. And then as for these campfires, rather than just the random fire sitting around, what if we had one over here that was cooking soup with some lightning rods off to the side? So it doesn't actually touch right there. I'm sure there's a way to fix that, but that looks pretty good. That's where they're cooking their soup up for dinner. An army marches on their stomach after all. And then over on the other side, we got all this mangrove wood, and I'm thinking that looks an awful lot like a nice big juicy piece of meat, which again, not really being held up a whole lot. But I don't really think you'll be able to tell from a distance. Here we go. So now, not only do we have the Legionnaires, or Legionaries, but we've got some wonderful vegetable stew cooking up over on this side. We've got the tent, and gotta have carpet in the tent. There we go. And over here, we got a nice big, I don't know, is it like a brontosaurus leg or something? But something's cooking up. And I think that's quite the improvement. Yeah, I know you were getting hungry. You're welcome. Okay, now we can drop this stuff off, head back over, and do the last thing we needed to do. All right, off we go, and let's take a look at this from the sky as we do. Come back around this way, and there we go. Nice. Looking good. Whoa. Oh yeah, much better. All right, it's day 600, and it's time for the last little detail. And what's the thing that's missing around here? That's right, we need some enchanted protectors of our new real estate out here. Which means we're going to go around and add quite a few of you lovely fellas, just so you can hang out, and if any creepers spawn in, you can give them some trouble with your little snowball act. But I mean, this only makes sense. I don't know how I forgot it all the way up to this point, but we gotta have just a ton of these guys around. So all over the place, we could just do one of these. They can just explore and hang out here, get into all sort of mischief, I'm sure. And if any mobs do spawn in, they're gonna give them some trouble. I do hope they get along with the goats. I don't know if they do, but it was kind of the goats mountain first. So if they have, actually, I mean, they seem fine. They just walked right past each other, no trouble. Oh, look at you. See, the goats were actually, they were a bit lonely up here anyway, so not that they've got all these snow golems to keep them company. You're welcome. Ungrateful. But nice, that actually adds a nice touch. They kind of just move around a little bit, hang out. Hopefully they don't know how to open doors. I don't really want them to go inside and get their snow everywhere. But nice, I think that's a really good touch. But now that we have that done, the only thing left is the reveal. And I'll fly around it right now. Oh, perfect. It just started snowing. I did not do that. The game heard me say I was going to do the reveal and it started snowing for me. That works out perfectly. But I will also do a cinematic of this, but here we go. There is the finished product in the snow. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think everything looks great. It kind of just gives me a bit of a enchanted feeling, or like it's something out of a fairy tale. And it's just a really nice winter retreat. The whole thing really makes me wish that I had something like this on top of a mountain. Lots of beautiful lights to light it up. I don't know, just the whole thing, I really enjoyed making it, and I really like how it turned out. So of course, we'll have more like this to do. I'm going to continue adding things to this world. And because I have so many ideas about what I'd like to do in this world, and it has been so long since we've been here, I might spend a couple 100 days in this world again instead of bouncing between a bunch of different videos. But let me know what you think. I'd love to see your comments on that and what you'd prefer me to do next. But as I said, I really enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun being back in this world, and I really enjoyed it. So let me know what you think for future videos, what you'd prefer to see. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 100,000, and I can't wait till we get there. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, citizen.